Man, I tell you what, YouTube is something special. Hey there, besties. YouTube is something else. Let me turn this down. I am not on camera today, child. I just left the dentist, and y'all ain't gonna be up here making fun of what I look like. No, you're not. No, you're not. Plus, I'm in pain, so if I was to slobber, y'all not taking that. No. You're not. No. Okay. Shout out to everybody that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. How YouTube gonna already demonetize the stream before I even said one word? Child, they just demonetized. I'm looking, I'm like, how you gonna demonetize this stream? I haven't even said anything yet. What the hell? Oh well, it is what it is. I don't even think it's because of the like it says the Communitah has a problem. I stand with Hassan Campbell. It ain't even like it's some crazy ass title. I'm so confused. Somebody hating around this bitch, okay? Somebody is hating around this bitch. Was it the picture? I don't think so. It's just a picture of Hassan and Bambaataa. I don't know. Hating hoes. Probably because of that Ashley Janae video, okay? I'm telling you right now, first of all, there's that one. Then there's the one that I just released to members only, which will come out tomorrow. Then there's what we're about to talk about. Then there's another video that I'm gonna have to make about it, child. This is gonna be a make sure that Al ain't doxing me. Don't make me laugh, it hurts. Don't make me laugh, it hurts. Anyway, I'm gonna be good today. And I ain't gonna be here all day either, because I gotta go lay down. Got my ibuprofen, 600 milligrams. I'm like, is that enough? Guess it's gonna have to be enough. Let me know that you can hear me. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Almond Eyes. Thank you, boo. She said, hey, y'all, the Communitah is bubbling in the trash. Yeah, there's some issues, child, and they keep rearing their ugly head. And here's the thing. Like I said a few days ago, if not yesterday, the regular shills, whatever you call them, know that they don't have control anymore. They're losing control. And that's why Rolly is crashing out, and a couple of other them too, including Al Sharpton, because we're about to see his ass. We're about to see his ass because, yeah, I need to go. Now for the dental work, they playing in your face with that girl. And these hoes be hating, but they forget what it is that they be doing. Shout out to those that watch the videos, doing pretty good. So I appreciate y'all. But let me go ahead and get into it so we can get to the good stuff. But I got to keep you updated on World War III. Oh yeah. If you super chat, yeah, I get it. They're talking about AdSense. Yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, if you super chat, yes, it will come through. It'll come to me, yeah. So onward to World War III, yeah. U.S. blockade of Iran Strait of Hormuz ports begins. Oh, sure, honey, I see.
I'm in the breaking news center now, keeping you up to the minute on the war with Iran. A U.S. military blockade of the Strait of Hormuz is now in effect, and Iran is responding. ABC's Olivia Rubin is monitoring the situation.
Today, President Trump's blockade on the Strait of Hormuz going into effect, saying the U.S. will block any and all ships going in or out.
We're putting on a complete blockade. We're not going to let Iran make money on selling oil.
The price of oil rising again, past $100.
Oh, shit. Speaking of oil, child, sorry to interrupt. I think I told y'all my damn gas was $81. And you know the funny part about it, because nothing funny about it, is that when I looked on my statement, my credit card statement, it said that they put $100 hold on. And I was like, you know what? There was a time that they was putting $150 holds on the gas at one point. I'm like, this ain't new. I know they want to act like, oh, Trump did it. And I forgot to chat GPT because, child, I can barely talk. But I'm like, this ain't new. I remember when they was doing $200 holds. I'm gonna have to look it up eventually, but they was doing $200 holds on the credit card because they never knew how far the gas would be $81. And I ain't stopped driving yet. Ain't stopped driving yet, child. I'm gonna go where I gotta get to. All right. I should be cutting back one of these days.
We're not going to let Iran make money on selling oil.
The price of oil rising again, past $100 a barrel this morning, and gas still over $4 a gallon. Trump asked if prices might come down before the midterms.
So do you believe the price of oil and gas will be lower before the midterm elections?
I hope so. I mean, I think so. It could be or the same, or maybe a little bit higher, but it should be around the same. I think this won't be that much longer.
Iran firing.
Thanks a lot for giving us absolutely no information. Okay. So do y'all think that the high gas price is going to make the difference? Because I feel like the midterms right now is up in the air. With the color community, with these Democratic shills, whatever you call them, insulting all of us, all the color community. They could kiss my ass. Then you got this one where they're all, everybody's racist. So, there's that. And then there's the high price of gas. And then that's why I was also like, well, child, I feel like it's always high ass gas prices. Economy sucks for sure. What else is going on? Honestly, the people that are in office, them mugs ain't doing shit. As far as I'm concerned, ain't none of them doing shit about shit except for being on the internet, running off at the mouth. Because they wasn't trying to, they on vacation right now, aren't they? They wasn't trying to do nothing about them TSA workers. And I'd have missed my plane too. Child, fuck them. All right.
A little bit higher, but it should be around the same. I think this won't be that much longer.
Iran firing back. The Speaker of the Parliament saying, with the so-called blockade, soon you'll be nostalgic for $4 to $5 gas. But there are questions about how exactly.
Damn, is that Steve Jobs, child? Don't he look like Steve Jobs? Shout out to Petty up in here. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. What up, though, child? Clearly gas prices. And somebody said beef. I got to do a Instacart order tonight for tomorrow. So I'll see. I ain't getting no. I'm just getting staples anyway. He looked just like Steve Jobs. Did he come back and reincarnate as the person that runs Iran over there?
Soon you'll be nostalgic for $4 to $5 gas. But there are questions about how exactly this blockade will work. The U.S. military now saying it will only block ships from Iranian ports, not all ships passing through the strait, as the president had warned. Iranian authorities releasing this video claiming to show a tense standoff between Iranian forces and a U.S. destroyer crossing the strait this weekend.
You must alter course and go back.
This weekend, marathon 21-hour ceasefire talks in Pakistan failed. Vice President Vance saying the U.S. gave its final and best offer, but it couldn't get it done.
The simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek.
Oh, so we didn't get a ceasefire or a, what did they call it? A peace treaty or whatever that everybody was supposed to stop. Child.
A nuclear weapon.
Trump saying he doesn't care if Iran comes back to the table, leaving questions about the future of the war if fighting will resume.
I don't care if they come back or not. If they don't come back, I'm fine.
And in a new social media post today, President Trump warning if any...
Who don't he care come back? That's the Navy going out there, nigga.
Meant that they will not seek a nuclear weapon.
Trump saying he doesn't care if Iran comes back to the table, leaving questions about the future of the war if fighting will resume.
I don't care if they come back or not. If they don't come back, I'm fine.
And in a new social media post today, President Trump warning if any of Iran's fast attack ships come near the blockade, they'll be, quote, eliminated, adding it will be quick and brutal. Olivia Rubin, ABC.
You better make sure you stand by that. Shout out to the military, specifically the Navy. That's going to be that's going to be out there, or that's out there. This jackass. Ciao. All right. So that's the update, I think. That was, shout out to Reaper. He sent that to me. I think that's like one of the most recent updates. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye out. In the meantime, don't think that the gas is going down anytime soon, child. We probably going to be seeing $5 soon, damn enough. Anyway, outside of the war, never forget that crime is down. I don't know if you heard what happened over there at the Chick-fil-A. It said in Jersey April the 12th, reports of multiple people shot inside of a Chick-fil-A in New Jersey.
On this very busy Saturday night, let's get right to breaking news. Police say multiple people were shot at a Chick-fil-A in Union, New Jersey. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo spoke to a witness who heard the gunshots. He's live at the scene with the latest. Anthony.
Yeah, Tanya, that witness, a Lyft driver who was in the area.
Yeah, you can't even go have no damn chicken.
And describes hearing at least 7 gunshots. We'll get to him in a moment. But first, I do want to show you a live look at this Chick-fil-A right now. You can see Union police officers in the middle of their investigation. They've got the establishment locked down. And family members tell me off camera that some of the workers are being held inside as police continue to conduct their investigation. This is on Route 22 in Union. If you know this area at all, you know it is a very busy area, especially on a Saturday night. You can imagine just how many people were inside trying to enjoy a meal when all of this happened. The Chick-fil-A sandwich between a Wingstop and other eateries and a Honda car dealership.
Oh, the Wingstop. Shout out to the Wingstop.
On the other side, this was at 9 o'clock tonight. There were reports of multiple people shot at this Chick-fil-A. I spoke to a father of one of the workers of at that establishment. He tells me off camera that his son called him in a panic, explaining that multiple suspects wearing masks entered the establishment with
more collateral damage. Another kid out here just trying to work. He working. Now you got to be traumatized, just like that little girl yesterday. Ridiculous, because people don't want to put people in jail. Because if a criminal don't think he's a criminal, then they not a criminal. Shout out to Jazzy with her bullshit.
Guns, and then several of his co-workers were injured in a shooting. The father of that worker tells me he rushed here and described what he called a war zone, with police rushing to the scene in a chaotic fashion. I also spoke with that Lyft driver I mentioned earlier who was in the area and describes hearing the barrage of gunfire.
I finished my trip over there in the return zone. I heard the shots. Yeah, what happened here? I'm staying in the return zone. Well, I don't know what happened. When I finished my trip, I go to Chick-fil-A to buy 2.
Child, there's a lot of tethers around here talking. There's a lot of tethers around here talking. What's up with that?
I finished my trip over there in the return zone. I heard the shots. Yeah, what happened here? I'm staying in the return zone. Well, I don't know what happened. When I finished my trip, I go to Chick-fil-A to buy 2 hamburgers.
See, when we could finally use Trent, he want to be a jackass. He could be over here interpreting. What the hell is this man saying?
Return zone. Well, I don't know what happened. When I finished my trip, I go to Chick-fil-A to buy 2 hamburgers. Yeah, I see the police. I see the...
Child, does Chick-fil-A sell hamburgers? We can't even trust his ass. He talking about Chick-fil-A selling Does Chick-fil-A sell hamburgers? I ain't never seen that. What the hell? Shout out to Blade. Thank you, boo. He said, Auntie, you got a P.O. box? I do. It's in the description, boo. My P.O. box is in the description. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I'm behind today because I had some dental work done. Don't talk about me, child. You can't see me, thank God. I'm probably slobbering and everything.
I heard the shots. Yeah, what happened here? I'm staying in the return zone. Well, I don't know what happened. When I finished my trip, I go to Chick-fil-A to buy 2 hamburgers. Yeah, I see the police. I see that. I heard the shot. Very close. How many gunshots did you hear? More than 7.
Back here live again on Route 22 in Union. You can see again the investigation is underway with police officers in and out of the Chick-fil-A and crime scene tape that continues to close off the entire establishment at this hour. The Union County Prosecutor's Office right now says this is an ongoing investigation. They have not released any details yet about what exactly happened here. So it is unclear at this time how many people were shot.
Let me tell you what happened. Somebody ran up in that bitch probably to steal. And what else do we need to know? But there is an update as of 50 minutes ago. There is a manhunt for the suspects and the Chick-fil-A SHOOT.
Well, 2 days after a deadly shooting at a Chick-fil-A in New Jersey, police still have not made any arrests.
Lisa Evers is live on the scene. Lisa, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, Natasha and Steve, not as much as I'd like to tell you, to be honest, but this Chick-fil-A restaurant where this mass shooting took place on Saturday night is closed, and there's no sign of any investigative work that's currently being done here at the scene of this mass shooting. Now, it's been 2 days, and we've made repeated requests of Union County Prosecutor William Daniel for more information, but he has yet to release any information about who was killed, who was injured, and even how many suspects they're looking for.
Damn, well, what the hell are you supposed to do? You ain't telling nobody nothing. I didn't know anybody died. I must have missed that part of the story. Shout out to Dr. Steele. Shout out to Kofa. Shout out to all of y'all.
And that lack of information is putting some people here on edge. Now take a look at this surveillance video. This surveillance video shows a man running out of the Chick-fil-A here on...
I ain't saying nothing.
and even how many suspects they're looking for. And that lack of information is putting some people here on edge. Now take a look at this surveillance video. The surveillance video shows a man running out of the Chick-fil-A here on Route 22 in Union about 9 Saturday night. The popular restaurant was packed with people, including kids, when a masked gunman or gunmen barged in and opened fire. Investigators say 7 people were shot and one of the 7 died from the injuries, and that it was a targeted attack, but it's not clear who was targeted and why. Despite a repeated request, all the Union County prosecutor will confirm is the number of victims, the time and location. We reached out to the sheriff.
Who the hell is following that happens to have a camera? What is going on right now?
The popular restaurant was packed with people, including kids, when a masked gunman or gunmen barged in and opened fire. Investigators say 7 people were shot and one of the 7 died from the injuries, and that it was a targeted attack, but it's not clear who was targeted and why. Despite a repeated request, all the Union County prosecutor will confirm is the number of victims, the time and location. We reached out to the sheriff, the mayor, and other officials in this area who all told us only Prosecutor Daniel can talk. So far, no one has been arrested. A social worker who operates group programs in the Union High School says in today's class, the kids had many concerns and questions. Here's what he told us.
The mood there between my students was actually shocking. Because a lot of them never expected something like this to happen right in their hometown. And a lot of them actually know.
In Jersey?
Students that might be employed there. They know people that frequent that Chick-fil-A all the time, even them. So it was a real shock for them to hear about what happened.
Now, there's a sign on the door that says it's temporarily closed. It doesn't give any type of reopening.
Ooh, back her on up. That's not looking good, girl. She's not looking good.
Opening date. Also, officials here are offered a $10,000 reward for information. That's the latest here from Union. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News.
Sure.
Well, 2 days after.
All right, Lisa, you need to back it on up. Anyway, sorry for what's going on at the Chick-fil-A. You can't even go have a hamburger at the chicken joint anymore. You see who's running around? I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying, plus it's Jersey. It all comes together. Hopefully they can start giving up some damn information. At least how many people, who was deleted, how many people are injured or anything like that. But it looks like they're keeping it under their hat, which means maybe they know who they're looking for. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, that's what's going on in Jersey. That's why it sucks. Allegedly. Shout out to Switchblade saying, thank you so much, hon. I appreciate your generosity. He said, go on and get that 1776. Shout out to Switchblade. He sent me the, we saw the 1776 on somebody's head yesterday for their hat, and Blade sent me the where I could buy it from. Now he sent me the money to buy it. You too nice. You too kind. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you. Again, I'm not on camera because I just had dental work done and my face, it feels swollen. So I'm trying to have y'all look at me looking crazy. Maybe tomorrow I can be on camera. We shall see. Thank you so much, Switchblade. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Shout out to my fave. He said, Lisa face billboard. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. At least it's time to retire, child. I guess they said it don't matter. It's okay. Nobody cares. I don't know. Shout out to Wayne Lundy. Thank you, boo. He said, I thought Fight Club was reserved for the Waffle House between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Child, the Waffle House down in North Carolina don't even stay open until 2 to 5 in the morning. We found that out the last time I was down there with my sister. They was like, nah, take that shit somewhere else. We ain't open. I was like, damn. I was looking forward to some damn bacon or something. Anyway. So yeah, so that's what's going on because, you know, crime is down and I have more. This is some of the stuff that I didn't get to yesterday, but we'll cover it off more tomorrow. Okay. So we were talking about this Ashley Robinson story. And she was with her man over in Africa, Zanzibar. They were celebrating her birthday. She turned 31. And he proposed to her, and then all of a sudden she was HUNG'd. Allegedly a self-deletion. Now, there's no word. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything from police. Nobody's sent me anything. If y'all seen anything about what the police have said, I ain't seen nothing. So the fiance said that she, you know, self-deleted. And even I don't think that makes any sense. You going all the way over there. This your man's, this my man's. Now it's your fiance. You in Africa, blah, 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 blah. Now all of a sudden you self-deleting. Clearly it don't make no sense. But that's to become a thing, you know, we'll find out hopefully. Because remember Shanquella Robinson, we still haven't got anything that's going to happen with that. And the odds are it's not. Neither Mexico nor the United States seems to give a damn. Okay. So I did a video. Thank you all for watching it. It's doing very, very good. And I just released another one that's released to members only. And then it will come out tomorrow morning. So y'all make sure your homework 8 a.m. tomorrow. EST, make sure you go watch it. All right. But plenty of people are talking about it because of that situation, of course, but because also it's because you sassy straights are talking about this woman. So Flacco just released a video and it is titled Black Men Are Celebrating the Death of This Influencer. So I haven't seen it, you know, I look at comments, but I have been on TikTok with regard to this story more so and watching other people who have talked about it, right? Okay, I think I heard that the fiance hasn't made a statement or anything. And somebody just told me in the comments that he was already married to somebody else with a kid. So y'all see something like that, please send it to me because we're going to talk about it. But anyway, of course, it's always going to come back to you, Sassy Straights, because you are to blame for everything. I don't know how y'all live between y'all, Donald Trump and Anton. I mean, maybe y'all need to all get together and figure out what's going on with World War III, because this is half damn crazy. So let's hear what Flacco has to say, child.
This Ashley Janae story is one of the craziest stories I've seen on the internet in a very long time. And it got the entire internet divided. Ashley Janae is an influencer who has went viral for her content around her interracial relationship. She's dating an older white guy as a young Black woman. And that's something that people gravitated towards. People like other people who wish to be in their own interracial relationships gravitated towards this. She would often flaunt the extravagant lifestyle that her white boyfriend was able to get for her. And from the outside look,
that to me is the problem. Okay. Not even just necessarily with her, but people are so worried about what somebody else has. And this alleged influencer stuff is so stupid. What are people influencing people to do? To break the bank, to be poor, to go and get what you see someone else has? That's their life. It's not your life. And that'd be the problem. Because you're too busy trying to mimic something that you see on the internet. And how many times do I have to say, people be lying. And people be lying about everything that's basically going on damn internet and what they say is actually happening. How many times have we watched the videos where the influencers are out there trying to act like they did this, that, and the third, and they go return the shit? That girl that make $350,000 a month, and she can't stop doing OF because she can't afford life without doing it because she actually needs the $350,000 a month. So she's really not doing well. She's just whoring to have everything to make it look like it works out or everything is working out. And that's what people be trying to aspire to, people's bullshit. So congratulations to her and this lifestyle and where it got her. As long as y'all was happy watching somebody else have something, like y'all watch other people have something and you ain't got shit, shout out to y'all.
Looking in, they was the perfect couple and she had it made. She was a young Black girl in Miami who was able to bag a hedge fund manager. Her boyfriend was Joe McCann. He describes himself as a technology executive. He's a hedge funds manager. He owns his own company. So the dude had a lot of money. And from the outside,
Did he?
Looking in, he was taking care of her and giving her a lot of that money. Even though there was no evidence to the contrary that they was a loving, devoted couple who was committed to each other and loved each other, people always had a bad feeling about this guy, Joe McCann. And her comment section would actually prove that. Now, it's unclear if these are just people commenting because, you know, they disagree with interracial relationships or if they knew something that Ashley and the rest of us didn't know. About 18 weeks ago, one user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "He is going to harm you, get out." 19 weeks ago, another user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "What a dummy. He will kill you, one the slave owner." Now, this person don't really seem like they had any type of like foresight or they knew any information about Joe. It just seems like hate, you know, which obviously we detest and disavow completely. But people had a bad vibe about this dude and people were...
The other comment that he's not reading is Rich saying, why do Black women always talk about Why do Black women always talk about Black men when they date white women, but she gets all the love for dating a white man? Guess it's no double standard. So when I did the first video, people was trying to act like this is not a true thing. So if this person named Richie wrote this 21 weeks ago, then that means she actually was saying the things that I heard she was saying and that the people in the video said that she was saying. Because that's the other thing. Not only do you have to try to brag and act like you got all this money and got all this stuff, then you want to disparage your people. But they said that wasn't happening. Well, clearly it was, or why would Richie say it here? So it actually was happening. Plus, there's like one or two tweets. Shout out to Jada Black for bringing that up, which I put in the damn video. Thank you, boo. He said, baby girl divested herself right in the... Goodbye, sir. You can always count on Jay. Come on now. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay? See, this is why I can't be on camera. You see me trying to laugh and I ain't even going to say it no more. Thank you, boo. Wayne Lundy in the building. Thank you, boo. He said, facts. Y'all may think I got money for these super chats. I don't. You goodbye. Stop it. Shit. Oh my God. I'll be using Klarna. Get your money, auntie. I'll probably not pay Klarna back in me. I cannot with y'all. Stop making me laugh. Half of my face, I cannot barely move. Thank you, boo. Shout out to all y'all. So silly.
Expressing it to her, but it didn't really seem like she was too concerned. About a week and a half ago, Ashley and Joe went to this beautiful island in Africa called Zanzibar. They went there for vacation, but Joe had other plans for Ashley. Joe had plans on proposing to Ashley in Zanzibar. Aww. And when they got there, Joe proposed, and we've seen everything play out on social media.
Watch the lion. Even the lion is tired. Is this a lion? The lion is even tired. He yawning like, oh, Lord, this biatch again. Lion. He said, I'm tired of these biatches using me for this shit.
Everything play out on social media. The engagement was also a birthday surprise for her as well, because she turned 31 years old in Zanzibar, and she posted her birthday pictures on April 5th, right? Again, it looks like she was very happy.
Yeah, Chad, she beautiful. Them legs is looking legging. She legging with them legs. All right, you better go, girl. Well, you better went, girl. Shout out to Petty with another 10. Thank you, boo. He said, bro, from Dave for this. Dave who? Damn it, y'all. Come on. Y'all so silly. I can't take it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not trying to laugh.
To be in Zanzibar, she was very happy to be turning 31. The caption for the post says, chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be. Aww. She's feeding giraffes on her birthday. It looks like life couldn't get any much better for Ashley, which is...
All of this stuff is performative. Nothing is like it doesn't seem real. Does that make sense? It's like it's like a show at this point, and they all be doing the same thing, and people be falling for it or whatever. Like, I look at this and I'm just like, okay, it just doesn't look real. Maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me. Thank you, boo. He said, I'm scamming sugars allegedly to support Messi. He's so silly. I'm just saying, like, look, who does this? Yeah, maybe this is what they do in Zanzibar, though. Anybody know? Is this how they act in Zanzibar? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? No one sits there with the thing up there looking all perfect and pristine. You know what I mean? Sits up there with the bowl to give to the giraffe. Walking down with the lion who said, child, I'm tired of this. That's why he was yawning. Beautiful lion, though, if it's a lion. It's me, child. It's me. Thank you, live from New York. Thank you, boo. He said black women didn't give a damn when that woman, OF model, OF person, deleted her black boyfriend. They disrespected him. Now black women want us black men to care about this. Get the F out of here. Now, I know you're talking about the girl in with Obama selling. And the thing is that he was talking about black women. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong or indifferent, but he definitely was saying some nasty shit. But what I do know is that these biatches was talking about Kobe Dan Bryant. Now that I know, and that was absolutely disgusting. Talking about he didn't leave his money to a black woman when his kids are clearly black. And I don't know what Vanessa is, but it don't matter. But you already know what it is. It's rules for thee, but not for me. Same old crap, different day. That's why I made that second video, to show y'all what they're saying.
Eyes on her birthday, it looks like life couldn't get any much better for Ashley, which is why the internet is absolutely stunned to find out that after Ashley got engaged, after Ashley was feeding giraffes, after Ashley was talking about how life couldn't get any much better for her at this point, and that she's just turned 31 and she's exactly where she wants to be, after Ashley expressed how grateful she was for life.
Thank you, Gorilla Grip. Exactly, that's it. She said it was a surprise it was choreographed. Thank you, boo. That's the word I was looking for. All performative. None of this shit seems real. And these biatches be falling for it. That's the life I want. You want some fake shit? That's what you wanted, some fake shit? And just like he said, it was supposed to be a surprise. A surprise to them people that was watching it on the damn internet, maybe. That's why that line was tired. That lion said, child, how many scenes we got to do? He's like, I'm tired of all these takes. They do not pay me enough. I'm just saying. Jay, thank you, boo. He said, laughing my ass off. TC nickname is Zanzibar Jackson. Is it really? I never heard that. Shout out to TC. Glad everything worked out with him. Thank you, boo. Jean Lay says, if he was married or divorced, could the wife or the ex-wife have had her deleted? That's a long way if they from the US and they was over in Zanzibar, though. But somebody did say maybe there's insurance also. Even though you can't get insurance if you self-delete, from what I understand. But maybe I'm wrong.
The internet was stunned to find out that Ashley was found dead shortly afterwards. And even more shocked that Joe was saying that Ashley self-deleted herself, that Ashley did it to herself and took her own life. A friend of Ashley named Savannah Britt would take to social media and say, we need justice for my friend Ashley Janae, who was found dead in her hotel in Tanzania. And her fiance, Joe McCann, claims that she hung herself. Anyone who knows Ashley knows she would never do this. We need answers now. Officials did confirm that Ashley was found unresponsive in her hotel room by Joe. So Joe found her unresponsive, and Joe is claiming that she did this to herself. But if Joe and Ashley is on vacation, then why was Joe gone long enough to where Ashley would be able to do this? To me, that doesn't make sense, all right? And if this person...
Of course not. We already know that none of this makes sense, just like with Shanquella. And if the, they lied, and if we didn't have that video because dummies can't seem to stop putting stuff on the internet, we may not have never known what really happened, even though they're not doing shit about it. That shit is what, 3 years old at this point and still ain't nothing been done? Anyway, shout out to Live from New York for another 5. Thank you, boo. He said her last words were probably, Now, I'm trying not to laugh, but she did have a tweet where she had said that she wanted mixed babies. So, people like to ignore all these things when it's the other way around, right? But she definitely did say that. I did see that. So she should be happy. They should be happy. She said she wanted a mixed baby. And if that's the case, and I know you're just joking, but just say that that is the case, then she would have been right where she wanted to be. She wanted to have mixed babies. So I guess they don't see that as being an offensive thing to say as well. I mean, you want what you want, right? You want what you want. But child, that was put on the internet as well. So it's interesting how people can pick and choose what's offensive and what's not. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Switchblade. I updated it to show that you are the stream sponsor. Thank you so much. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. B. Tisdale, thank you so much, boo. Appreciate you. He said, I don't understand why people are mad some black men are celebrating her demise. If memory serves me correctly, 99% of black women YouTube channels have Mardi Gras parades when Kevin Samuels passed, which is what somebody else reminded me about. I always seemingly go straight to Kobe Bryant because that stuff made me cry. Like, that's the first time I was ever hit with seeing something like that, because when I first got on the internet, and I was just disgusted by that, okay? So you're absolutely right. That is exactly what happened with Kevin Samuels. But like I said, it's always rules for thee, but not for me, which is another reason why I'm like, all right, well, we're going to talk about this because y'all be doing it real quick. Meaning the biatches be doing it real quick. and then be saying that's your preference. Like the dude down wherever it was with the white girl whose father was the sheriff. Everybody said that, you know, she's not going to be held accountable. And she wasn't.
Believe this.
She wasn't held accountable. She was let go. It was like down there in Whiteville, no shade white people, but it was some podunk town. And they said that nothing was going to happen, and it didn't. She's the one that was cleaning her weapon, and then all of a sudden it went off and he was taken on up out of here. But he was also on the internet talking mad sugar honey iced tea about black women. Now listen, y'all, when people be talking about, me personally, I don't give a shit. When it's all this stuff, I'm sitting here in a sector where all, you know, those relationship conversations are usually black women do this, black women do that, Keisha this, Keisha that, weave, spiders makeup and weave, twerking, this, that. Child, imagine if I was really upset about it, clearly I wouldn't be here. I'd be like, child, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's just how I look at it. I'd just be like, child, that ain't shit got to do with me. So I don't understand why people get so offended by shit. That ain't got shit to do with them unless they feel like that shit got something to do with them. It ain't got shit to do with me. Let them think what they want. I don't give a shit what they talking about. That ain't me that they talking about. So that's that. You know what I mean? It's crazy how people get all upset and so offended. If people want to sit up here and start talking about whoever, it'll be like, ain't got shit to do with me. That's interesting. Or that's funny. Oh, child, that sound crazy. But these people be getting really upset and offended, like straight up, like somebody is talking about them personally. But whatever. It is what it is. Wayne Lundy with a 20. Thank you so much, boo. He said, no matter the circumstances, no matter how much she spat on the name of black men, I never want to see anyone, let alone a woman, be taken out. She was young. I agree. That's why I stand on that. No matter what, nobody else should be taking nobody the hell on up out of here, period, point blank. I always stand on that. But there's other people that try to make the justifications and the excuses, not necessarily in this situation, but they definitely be trying to make justifications and excuses for when shit like that happens, especially if you got somebody sitting around here talking about you're not a criminal unless you think you're a criminal. Sounding crazy. This story, this one is a lot bigger than some of the other ones, and this is kind of just getting started. So I anticipate we'll be talking about this for a minute.
Person was in the mind state where they were going to do this. I feel like there would have been clear-cut signs. But her family is saying this is not even possible, right? And I'll be real, social media right now isn't buying this story either.
Okay, so at this point, let's just go ahead and lock up Joe and everybody else that believe his story, because you cannot for a second get me to believe that this woman hung herself. If you have not seen the news yet, this lady here is Ashley Janae. She's 31. She's an influencer. She has a very large following on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a TikTok page. If she does, please tag it in the comments. This woman was in Tanzania for her 31st birthday. While they were there, he proposed to her. Somewhere along the lines of that proposal and the rest of that day, they got into an argument, according to him. They slept in separate rooms. That's where it starts to not click for me.
Child, who has heard that? Because I ain't seen no verifiable source that said that that's what happened. You know how TikTok just start making shit up. Ruin Leon shows that all the time. I ain't heard none of it.
They got into an argument after the proposal. Now, he's claiming...
Now, what the hell could they be arguing? What in the holy hell could you be arguing over after you got proposed to with the lion up there tired of y'all shit? And y'all in the motherland. What is there to argue about? Child, TikTok just be saying shit. Prove it.
That he went into her room and found her unresponsive. The family's claiming that he waited 2 days before he even called the authorities or the family to let them know what was going on. So he wants everybody to believe that he just walked in there and found her unconscious. He's claiming that she hung herself. She's in a foreign country on her birthday. She just got proposed to. According to the family, she is full of life. She's very positive and everything. But somewhere along the lines of this entire vacation, she hung herself. This is what he wants people to believe. I'm not buying it. Lock him up and everybody else that believes his story.
It's unclear if him waiting 2 days is confirmed. But what is confirmed is, yes, they did have an argument, according to Joe. They went their separate ways. He goes to...
All right, I guess I believe Flacco.
Another room. She's in the room they booked. They don't speak.
What are you arguing about after you get proposed to on your birthday by your white man? I just threw the white man in there. Any man. What are we arguing for? The thing we definitely shouldn't be doing is arguing. Y'all already know what we should be doing. I'm just saying. So, child, this the best y'all got to do. I'm gonna finally get proposed to, and then we gonna start arguing while we on vacation in Africa. Goodbye. Gorilla Grip, thank you, boo. He said they fighting over who pays for goodbye. Oh my God. Shit! Stop this! Yo, that is funny. Shut up! That poor lion was tired of this bullshit. I'm telling you. Stop making me laugh. Y'all ain't shit. Shout out to Live from New York and another 10. Thank you, boo. He said, we don't know her though. Mental illness can be a hidden monster. My 19-year-old baby cousin deleted herself years ago and she seemed happy-go-lucky. You really never know. That is true. That is true. I don't think that's typically the norm. I'm gonna just say it's not typically the norm. Rest in peace to your cousin, though. That's the other reason. That's the other thing, because we're about to talk about not necessarily mental health, but talking about when we talk about Hassan Campbell, that people want to hide shit. The shit that they show you is the shit that you don't need to know, but the shit you need to know is the stuff that they hide from you. But we're gonna get into that. Thank you so much, Jana. I appreciate you.
According to Joe, for a while, he comes back to check up on her because he hasn't heard from her. He finds her unconscious and unresponsive. I don't know too many people, especially too many Americans, who's waiting to go to Africa and to do that to themselves, bro. I'm thinking that if somebody will want to do that to themselves, it'll be somewhere familiar. I don't think that that young woman is saying, hey, I'm in Africa where my family is nowhere around me. I have nobody around me that knows me other than this man who I'm currently beefing with and arguing with. Let me do this to myself in a foreign land. I just don't think that's plausible at all.
She probably, if she was arguing, would have reached out to one of her people, besties, the group chat, all that. Where that information at? If y'all see some stuff that's verifiable, child, not the people on TikTok, make sure you send it to me.
I don't. I do think something nefarious took place here. And the family also thinks so too, because the family released the full statement and hear what they had to say. The family statement writes, Ashley Robinson was on what should have been one of the happiest trips of her life. A birthday celebration in Zanzibar, Africa. Ashley's birthday was April 5th. She just turned 31. Surrounded by beauty, love, and wildlife, she became engaged during a safari, an unforgettable moment that marked the start.
Big boy. Goodbye. Thank you. He told her he wanted that brown eye. I can't take y'all. Are y'all ever serious? We trying to leer and learn and leer, and here y'all come. Trying to make me laugh. My teeth hurt. Lord have mercy.
Of a future she was excited to build. She and her fiance, Joe McCann, were staying in a luxury villa at the Zori Zanzibar, continuing what we believe was her dream trip. But just days later, that dream turned into our family's worst nightmare. Ashley was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. Nothing about this loss feels real. One moment she was celebrating love and life in truly Ashley fashion, and the next she was gone. The suddenness, the unanswered questions, and the distance from home have made this tragedy even more overwhelming for our family. At this time, there is an active investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ashley's suspicious passing. Although we have many questions, we are placing our trust in the officials in Zanzibar and are working closely with them as we seek clarity and answers. I'll be real, bruh, with family right now. If you trust African authorities, the police in Africa, if you trust the police in Africa,
how about the police anywhere in the foreign country? Allegedly. River, I got some ibuprofen. I stopped and got some ibuprofen before I came home. I already took 3. So when I'm done with y'all, I'm gonna take 2 more and I'm going to bed. So, but seriously, but no, any foreign country, you think they're gonna do some due diligence? Listen, we already know about Shanquella. Remember those biatches who was on the Carnival ship and got off in, I forget where, and they was like, oh, we got graped. And then you saw the videos and we saw the pictures where they was going and effing around and they just didn't want their husbands and boyfriends to find out, allegedly. But people was just talking about, oh, it's true. Ain't seen nothing since. They was from Kentucky. Y'all remember that story? Child, people be lying. People just be lying. Just be out here doing the most. Then something happened. They embarrassed, like somebody said earlier. And then that's just that.
To prosecute and to seek answers in the death of your daughter that involves a really, really, really wealthy white man, you're out of your mind, bro. All right. I'm African myself, and I'm here to tell you right now, bro, these African officials are corrupt.
Well, damn.
And they going with whatever the rich white man got to say, but y'all got to hire a private investigator. These officials ain't doing a goddamn thing.
Goodbye.
But it goes, Ashley was deeply loved. She was vibrant, full of life, and has so much ahead of her. Our family is completely devastated, and we appreciate the prayers and compassion we have received as we navigate the unimaginable laws. We respectfully ask that any information not directly provided by our family be treated as an unverified and not considered factual at this time. This is where the story takes a turn, and it turns into a gender war. So some black men are going back and finding her social media posts and conduct, and they're saying, hold on. Based off what we found belonging to Ashley, her death ain't our issue. It ain't our business. We is minding our business and staying out of it. I don't want to go as...
Because that's what other people say. I ain't going to name them. Ain't that what they say? Ain't that what the other people say? And how many times do I say, don't forget that, God forbid, if you could be next or something happened to you and you get the same shit. We don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And lo and be fucking hold. Now everybody's supposed to come together all of a sudden. But when it was Bumselli, it was like, he didn't even like, this is not our business, black women. This is not our business, black women. Y'all remember that? I think that's the difference also with Shanquella, because she didn't have no craziness out there. And I feel like everybody was on her side and wanted that shit to be resolved. And it's still unresolved. And they run around the United States like ain't nothing happened, changing their names and shit. I hear a little bit, but I know that they never resolved that damn case, solved that damn case. Remember Anton had the dad going, dad on there. Y'all remember that? People like to forget stuff like that. Why they all got to hold Anton accountable, child? I got to hold Anton accountable. Anyway. Everyday black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us.
Far as saying they're celebrating her death because of these posts, but they're not really too...
I don't think it's celebrating. I think it's the same difference. It's like, well, she didn't give a F about me. Why the hell am I supposed to give a F about her?
Or showing any type of remorse or sympathy for her because of these posts. So one post, Ashley wrote, everyday black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. In another post, Ashley says that, that she's been wanting mixed kids since the 3rd grade. She would write, I've been saying since the 3rd grade, my children will be mixed, laugh my A off. In another post, and this appears to be an Instagram comment, Ashley would write, oh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not the white ones though. Again, she says, let's talk about all the Miami men, not white. Beating their women still, or is that too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine. In response to these posts resurfacing, one user says, the woman that died explicitly excluded pink men from committing this kind of violence. That's the point. Somebody says, oh my damn.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. That is a good point. I'm just saying, like, they might not want to hear it, but it is what it is. That isn't that what they say? Karma. And rest in peace to that girl, because nobody should be taking nobody out of here. But they the ones that's always saying karma, right? But now all of a suddenly miss all the karma, right? Okay. White men would never do this. White men would never do this. Then what's there to solve? Then why aren't they believing that this is what happened? That's it. That's all. Because white men would never.
Somebody says, it gets worse. Shaking my head. This MF basically said white men don't beat or harm women. LOL. Couldn't believe my eyes when she said this. Shaking my head. Somebody says, yikes. Somebody says, yikes, but still not right. Right? So, and if you go on social media right now, you hear the discourse of, man, why should we feel bad because of this? Why should we feel bad? You feel me? She ain't rock with black men. She ain't like us. She was online disparaging us and saying mean things about us. Why should we feel sorry? Now, the same argument was here when that dude who was murdered by his white woman in the elevator.
Yeah. Oh, Bumselli.
That dude, when his death went viral and people went back and found his extremely anti-black women posts on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. People say, you know what? Well, black women say, you know what? We staying out of this one. Isn't
that what they said? That's what they always say, right? So again, when you can see it when someone else says it, but when it's your turn, it's like, how dare they? How dare they? You do the same damn thing. And again, that's why I'm like with Shanquella, just because it was just Shanquella and she wasn't talking about nobody, I feel like a lot of people was like, we need to figure this out. What happened? And again, nothing happened. But everybody, I feel like more so came together than not. Shout out to Hood Servative up in here. Shout out to RBN up in here. Shout out to all of y'all here. I see you. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
This dude did not like black women at all.
He did not.
Now with this Ashley post, like her comment was directed towards somebody else commenting on her post. Her saying she always wanted mixed babies since the 3rd grade, things like that. Fine. All I can say is I'm still going to pray for this family. I'm still going to seek justice for this woman. I'm still not going to hold this against her. She's dead. I feel like death is the ultimate redemption. Once you pass away, I feel like you should be forgiven for a lot of what you do. Again, not all now. All right. If you was touching babies, if you was
we're going to get to that.
Murdering people when you pass away, bruh, hey, man, ain't no forgiving that, man. But for things like this, silly things like this, man, you should be forgiven in your death. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Are you guys holding this?
Well, we shall see. We shall see. But again, rest in peace to that lady. And it does sound like something don't make sense. Something just ain't right. At the same time, now that they starting to do all these think pieces, as they always do on Tickety Damn Talk, and blame you sassy straights, which y'all should have known anyway, because if it ain't Anton, if it ain't Trump, you know y'all are next in line, but never seem to see what the hell it is that they be doing. And maybe everybody should just stop, but that's not going to happen. Moving on anyway. So let me go ahead and get started first on this Hassan Campbell thing, because then I'm going to go to the shilling people, because we ain't done with them, Al or Rolly Roll. Okay. So I did a brief conversation on Hassan Campbell the other day, because he is a rapper. Again, I'm not really sure what he does, but I watch him on YouTube sometimes. And he has been saying that Bambaataa has been low-mesting him since he was a child. Now, obviously not now that he's an adult, but when he was a kid and people just ignored him, try to say he was crazy. Oh my God, how could you? How could you? How could you? You can't talk about this man, blah, 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 right? He died. And I just said, oh, okay, because I already heard. And like I said the other day, you're not going to say, oh, like it doesn't make sense for a man, a black man, to come out and say this ish and be talking about it regularly if it wasn't true. Again, besides the daggone details, it's like, of course I believe it. I believe him. I've always believed him. So people used to say it's not true, and didn't protected Bambaataa. And what have I said specifically about when there's somebody in the family and people are like, you know how he is, you know how he is, you know what I'm saying? And then they just make excuses, and then they go ahead and just allow someone that you know shouldn't be there and shouldn't be around kids, and they allowed them to be around anyway, which in my opinion is one of the most disgusting things that you could ever do. And one of the reasons why I always say that people don't care about these damn kids. They always suffer everything that they got to go through. And mentally, it's not a good thing, okay? Obviously. But it seems like people, now that this nigga is dead, want to admit that something was... Now they want to admit that maybe something was going on. That's what I saw. So they didn't give a damn about this man right here who was suffering all these damn years. No comfort, no nothing. You was trying to protect the low mester. So when I hear niggas like Rolly and the rest of the clowns talk about Donald fucking Trump, how many times do I say, handle the shit that's going on the inside? Are they sitting up here trying to put up any type of, I don't even know, program, since they always want to do a fucking program so that people can get the mental help that they need, or go and make sure that somebody gets the help that they need, and have a place set up so people can talk about shit? None of that. No, it's just keeping your eyes focused on some shit that don't matter at the end of the damn day. Because whatever the fuck Donald Trump does, it affects everybody. It affects everybody, whether these niggas want to believe it or not. But when I started listening to this, I said, I know you fucking lying. This is crazy, y'all.
Peace. This is Ahmed Henderson, the co-founder of the Universal Zulu Nation and now the head of the Universal Zulu Nation. The official statement comes from us, right here.
Peace and love from the Universal Zulu Nation. We, the Supreme and World Councils of the Universal Zulu Nation, based in New York City, who are in control of the Universal Zulu Nation, who has the only authority, are taking this time to address the membership and global community in regards to Africa Bambaataa's role in our organization. We are publicly announcing official removal of Africa Bambaataa.
Now they want to remove him. He done removed himself at this point.
from the Universal Zulu Nation. Based on the numerous allegations of child molestation, we as an organization cannot allow these accusations to tarnish the name and or legacy of the Universal Zulu Nation.
We can't let this go on with the Zulu Nation, yeah. We can't let this go on with the Zulu Nation. That's what matters, child.
We take these allegations very seriously because we are a youth-driven organization with the mission of saving young lives.
We are a youth-driven organization.
Through the advent of hip-hop culture all around the world. Until these allegations are addressed by Africa Bambaataa, we cannot allow Africa Bambaataa to be a part of our worldwide movement. As a point of clarification, Africa Bambaataa has not been the leader of the UZN since 1994. In 1994, UZN started a global realignment in order to better serve our global communities. It was during this realignment phase that Africa Bambaataa handed the reins of the UZN over to the Supreme and World Council. Though we respect Africa Bambaataa for his humanitarian efforts, work within the UZN, and his overall contributions to hip-hop culture, we can in no way allow these great things to cloud our judgments. The Zulu Nation has an obligation to its members and global communities to address any of these allegations of such a serious nature. Today's Universal Zulu Nation continues to operate under the principles of peace, unity, love, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, overcoming the negative to the positive, and having fun.
None of these people look like they're very happy. You know, I don't know. This is just something that doesn't look like I would want to be a part of. Everybody look miserable to me.
To serve a higher purpose. These principles have always been the foundation of UZN, and through its ideology, we will continue to serve our global communities selflessly. We ask all Zulu Nation members, please understand that no one person is bigger than the overall mission. We thank you.
Don't want to mess up the mission, yeah.
And appreciate those who continue to support, acknowledge Universal Zulu Nation for its 40 years plus of global community service. Thank you. Peace.
All right. I never heard. Yo, put the niggas on blast. I'm about to blow whistle out and shit. I never heard about him being I heard him get. I heard he was gay. I heard he was. I heard he was gay since 1970. That's what we're saying. But I met him.
You know what they bleeping out? They said we didn't heard that since 1970s.
I heard he was gay since 1970s. You used to be in the hospital, didn't you? Nigga, please.
Let me make this clear for the 80s. All right, I was a young kid. My older brother was running.
Nah, what happened in that room with Bam, man? What happened in that room?
What? Get his what? A little kid. I don't get 16. He got.
Everybody got kicked out of the Zoom.
I know about it. But I made phone calls out there.
He bought his way out of that.
Phone calls out there. And I'll get to that. But let me get this.
Oh, but let me ask you a question real quick. Yeah, go ahead. You brought up African Bambaataa.
Oh,
you said you could talk about it. You should never said that.
Let's go, man. I'm not telling you.
You brought up African Bambaataa. Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you an honest question. Back in the days, what we heard now from Hassan, Campbell, B. Stinger, these individuals that talk about it, that suffered from this man, they said, right? Back in the days, was the rumor about him, was this known back in the days? Was it known at the time? Honestly,
yeah.
Really?
I went to James Monroe High School. I just told you that. That's like next to Bronx River, the projects. It was always rumored.
Coon Squad. Shout out to what is his name? He now does Cheaters. Prince said that video was old. You're right. I think that first video was older for show. But if they knew and they were removing him before he died, why didn't they do anything to put him behind bars where he belonged? It's still an issue. Peter Guns. Thank you, Lawrence. So they just wanted to protect the name of Zulu Nation. They didn't want to protect the kids because they ain't do nothing to put him away. B. Tisdale, thank you, boo. He said, did that ninja say global alignment? Yeah, they all over the world, child. They all over the world. But Peter Guns is also, child, I loved watching him on Love and Hip Hop. I'm not going to lie. And Tara and all that. That was some good Love and Hip Hop. That was a long time ago.
Just to be honest, man, I love the Bronx, but I got just to be keeping it 100. Yeah, but the first rumors was that he was gay. That was the rumor. And then somebody came and started talking about the other stuff. And it wasn't until I was in Bronx River one day with my man Brian. My people over there, man, I don't want to just throw niggas' names out there and explain the situation. But I was with my mans and them out there, and they said some real crude. And I was like, they from there. They from him. And that's what it made me go, oh, there might be some validity to this, And the last time I saw Bam, man, I was in the State Building. I went to visit Minister Farrakhan. And Bam was waiting. He was outside getting ready to see the minister too. And it was like a week after that the daily newspapers that people was coming out with that. So now the rumors was out there.
I'm talking about back in the days, not like because it came out 2016 when the Rolling Stone.
I was hearing this shit, man. Like, yeah, I was hearing stuff. I never, just to be honest with you, I hate to say it, man. You're guilty of your heroes ignoring shit about your heroes. No, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I was guilty of that.
Wow. Good job, Pete. Good job. So the rumor's been out there. They said 2016. They know damn well it was well before that. Well, the 70s. The 70s.
Even if you heard it, you ignored it.
It was rumors. And to me, like, nigga, that's this nigga, I don't get out of here. You know what I mean?
Well, you said you was hearing this in high school.
I heard.
And nobody thought to. Why do you think? And I want you to be honest. Like, why did nobody not do anything? Like, even up to this day, he hasn't been. I mean, he's been sued, but hasn't been charged. Why do you think nobody has done anything?
Because it's a difficult thing, man. Like, like when I look at some of these guys that people that's coming out, people like, that's a hard thing to admit, bro.
Is the best. That's a hard thing to admit. Pause. Maybe it is, but isn't it the right thing to do? Oh, we don't care about these kids. F them kids. They be all right. They be all right. Oh, I thought he was ABCD. Oh, yeah, I heard the rumors. Yeah, I just ignored it. And I'm not blaming Peter Guns. I'm not blaming any one person because I feel like it was a collective type of a damn thing. But they try to make Hassan, in my opinion, they try to make it seem like that he was crazy. That man was not crazy. He's probably being driven crazy by this type of shit. Child.
New York is the home of sissies in hip hop. Africa Bambaataa, sissy. Diddy, sissy. Queen Latifah, sissy. It's all sissies coming out of New York. They brought sissies into the game.
Peace, family. So about this post, right? Friday night, I put a post out acknowledging the life and the legacy of an individual that we all collectively know as Africa Bambaataa.
Child, who is this? Y'all know who this is?
By Saturday morning, I woke up and I was being called every name under the sun other than a child of God. And I understand it. Reading through the comments, there's obviously a triggering that took place. The removing of scabs for wounds that have not yet been healed, right? I remember 10 years ago, 2016, when we initially called Bambaataa to the carpet to answer these allegations. I remember getting death threats. I remember not, feeling safe walking in the Bronx again. I remember the energy and the atmosphere during that time when people were in denial as to what was being said. Now, fast forward, here we go 10 years later, and you're not allowed, it's not time yet, right, to revisit this conversation in a way in which there's equanimity involved, or, you want to tell your version of the story about what said individuals may have meant. So I was at odds. I was on the fence, didn't exactly know, because I felt like I was standing, in what I consider to be my truth. Sometimes it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to read the room and understand that there's a larger dynamic at play. My phone kept ringing throughout the day. And the last call that I got was from a friend who had shared with me a story that he never shared with the world about him being accosted, if you will, by Bambaataa, and he was 14 years old.
He was low-mested, or maybe raped, allegedly, low-mested.
This brother has never shared this story with anyone in the world, and his brother was angry in his own personal disposition a few days prior to him transitioning. His brother was just grappling with his own anger, and he was angry because he had not shared this narrative. So he got to share it with me. And this is where healing starts. You can't heal what you don't reveal, right? And I immediately took the post down, and I'm issuing this as an apology for other people who may have been triggered or saw whatever was done as insensitive. You know what I'm saying? It's not my intention to hurt or to minimize anybody's pain or trauma, especially dealing with the dynamics of abuse. All right, so with that, I want
to dealing with the dynamics of abuse.
Let's say peace, y'all.
Hello. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. I want to chime in on the Bambaataa thing. I just really found out about it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I really don't care what a lot of people got to say.
Y'all know this person? I know these got to be rapper people.
I care about what certain people say, people that was there, like not people who heard shit or whatever shit. The actual people that was there, like grew up there. I'm more interested in that, the people that I grew up with, like that lived in Bronx River, that knew him and knew about situations with him, and with
situations, y'all, the situations.
Through all the other good things with him as well, which was most of us went through most of the good things. Some of us went through the bullshit with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat that. So that in that matters, like, you know, it's like I'm more. I don't know how to feel a little bit, like, you know what I mean? And he did a lot of good.
Oh, let's not forget he did a lot of good, y'all. He did a lot of good for hip hop, I'm sure.
But he did a whole lot of bad, and then the bad outdid the good. And he did without him there wouldn't be no hip hop.
Without him there would be no hip hop. But he said the bad outweighed the good, child.
Like, really, all the shit that he did and orchestrated and his visions and a lot of things he did and how he went about it, from the records to the music to the break, to a lot of all of the shit, like all of that, the elements of hip hop, that man damn near damn near created that shit, as far as I'm concerned. And for saying that, there's a lot of stuff that he did that was really, really terrible, that put a black eye on our community, a black eye on him, a black eye on hip hop. And that where I'm disappointed at. You know what I mean? I just want to.
I feel like he's saying a whole lot of nothing, trying to stumble through this. Just trying to stumble through this. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, boo. The way they dressed in hip hop in the late 70s and early 80s, I put nothing past nothing. I don't know how they dress. What are you talking? I don't know. I don't think these are old interviews or that old of interviews though. But he's just rambling.
Reach out to all of the people that was affected by that. I'm sorry that happened to y'all. You know what I mean? Because I wish that.
I feel sorry. I'm sorry that happened to all of y'all. All of y'all. You heard that? All of y'all.
Nobody's child that had to go through bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit that's terrible. And I've always stood behind the victims. Always. And I want to continue to do that as well. You know what I'm saying?
He always stood behind the victims, yo. He always stood behind the victims. Pause.
But on this moment too, I'm going to also, for the things that he did, all of the good things that he did, because the man did a really lot of good stuff. He did a whole lot of good stuff, like really.
He going back and forth, ain't he?
I mean, he did a lot of stuff like in a really good way, you know what I mean? But like, so the whole subject about all of this is really like, I really can't even speak on it the way I want to speak on it. But I'm going to take the high road, and I'm going to say rest in peace, Bam. And I'm also going to say to the victims, I'll pray for you guys to get better. You know what I mean?
Pray for
and
you
on
guys.
that, after that, I'm going to say I'm out. Peace.
Child, what was the point of that? Child, what was the point of that? Rest in peace, Bams. To the victims, I pray for you. I don't want those prayers. Because if you knew all this time and you didn't do nothing when you had a chance to do something, what good does that do me? Child, shout out to Jay. He said this was rapping in booty shorts back in the 80s. Child, they were a little flamboyant. A little bit. Like when you think about MC Hammer. Isn't MC Hammer a rapper? Shout out to the Hammer. I love MC Hammer.
I'm just saying.
So Africa Bambaataa passes away.
Who the hell cares?
And I'm seeing rest in peace comments. I'm seeing Hot 97 literally posted him on their page as if this guy was some great martyr. Like, oh, such a pillar in hip hop. Man, fuck hip hop and fuck Africa Bambaataa. You do know that this nigga was a creep, right? You do know that this nigga was touching kids. You do know exactly what he did to Hassan Campbell and how fucked up that nigga is and messed up. If I was Hassan Campbell, I would go to his grave and river dance on that shit. I'd Frank Sinatra tap dance Sammy Davis Jr. all over that grave. Then piss on it, take a shit, dig him up, and do some more damage to him. You niggas are this is what hip-hop does, though. Hip-hop forgives you because you've done great things in the culture, just like they did Diddy. You niggas, so disgusting.
So, the godfather of hip-hop, Africa Bambaataa.
Oh, he was the godfather of hip-hop? I don't think I knew that.
Passes away today at the age of 67. Outside of being known as the leader of the Zulu Nation and his contribution to hip-hop, Africa Bambaataa was also known for being a pedophile. It's been alleged that he used to make young boys, little boys, ages 15 and under, give him oral sex. It's also been alleged that he didn't want to make them bleed, so he wouldn't penetrate their anal. So what he would do is make them close their legs really tight, crease up their thighs, and put his penis between their thighs until he ejaculated. I know y'all want to hear this, but y'all need to hear the truth about y'all godfather of hip-hop. Because while y'all mourn his death, there's still victims out there that's looking for closure that'll never get it. And if he's the godfather of hip-hop, that means at the inception of hip-hop, this behavior was tolerated. So it makes you wonder about this door. This door you gotta walk through. If you walk through this door, you'll have all the fame, glitz and glamour.
What you got to do in order to get into rapping? What just then, right? That's what you had to do. So I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong. The 14 to 15-year-olds and all them wasn't the rappers, right? It was the other people that were rappers. So what was y'all giving up your kids? Was you giving up your kids? Kind of like what we see people do. Like I said, with those kids that ended up at Michael Jackson's. How they get there? Wasn't no Uber, wasn't no Lyft. Y'all didn't know where your kids was. Y'all didn't know where your kids was. Remember they were saying that shit about Diddy, that he had all them kids. Nobody ever brought up a kid during his trial. All those people was adults. All those people dealing with Diddy was adults. They knew what they was doing. Y'all, the excuses are crazy. This is exactly the problem. So now just like, oh, it's hip hop. Oh, it's hip hop. Then you know they don't want hip hop to be messed up, right? But F them kids, it's worth it. But all these people want to carry on about Jeffrey Epstein, which I'm not saying is okay. It is not. It absolutely isn't. But y'all, I'm going to need y'all to start looking in your own fucking backyard instead of always talking and seeing what people do. Let's see what's going on here. I've been saying this about the family. Everybody knows it's technically true for most of us, if not all of us. And then there's this shit right here, which Hassan has been talking about forever, and probably others, but he's just the only one that I know. And do you think that they were acknowledging they were doing anything? According to them, they wasn't. According to them, they knew. Allegedly. Now it's allegedly. Child, in the midst, all these people, I'm assuming, are rappers or in it somehow, some way. Child. But don't worry, keep your focus on Donald Trump, child, and worry about it's being hidden because of the Epstein files. Everything's being hidden because of the Epstein files. Well, child, shout out to the Bambaataa files. What's the colors going to do about that since they all worried about Epstein?
Other side of that door, though, it's people like Africa Bambaataa. It's people like Diddy, seeing if you're willing to let them penetrate you for the money and fame.
Corey may have been right, child. I'm just saying. Corey Holcomb may have known a thing or two. He may have known a thing or two. Mr. Backdoria himself.
So Godfather of hip-hop? Nah, Godfather of the PDFs in hip-hop.
Bro, the past 2 days, Hassan Campbell has been down damn near every other video the past 2 days. Every other video. And it was funny as fuck, bro. It was so funny. The first video that popped up was pain, pain, pain. And then it was a funny ass caption. But earlier today, I went down the Hassan Campbell rabbit hole. And the more you look into it and the deeper you dive, the more it starts hitting a little different.
Oh, yeah.
The more you like, damn, there's a reason he's crashing out like this.
Yeah.
He's not just doing this.
I seen him crash out in front of the building, I'm assuming where it allegedly happened. In the Bronx, I guess, where he's just standing outside wilding out. And I ain't gonna lie, he looked crazy, and I'm sure people going by look crazy. But child, if you've been dealing with that type of shit and people was gaslighting your ass to make you think that you crazy and what you saying was not true, now all of a suddenly it's true. Yeah. And then, yes. Crazy.
Out of pure entertainment. And the jokes we turn, the stuff that we turning into jokes is serious for him. These are serious reactions, crash outs, opinions, conversations he had. This is genuinely him. And when you sit and think, he's literally just a product of his environment. And he's even said it. He's a product of his environment. And it just make you look at him differently. Like even behind the funny caption and the joke, once you look past that and why he's doing that in the video, it's like, damn, he really just a broken soul. Just out here hurt. Just hurt and hurt people. And it's just like, damn. That shit just had me thinking. I'm like, fuck. I thought this was just all fun and games. And mind you, I didn't even know who this man was 72 hours ago. I had no clue who this guy was. I seen him probably once or twice before, but I had no clue who this man was.
Now, honestly, I still don't know. Is he a rapper, y'all? Did y'all ever confirm? Is Hassan Campbell a rapper? I don't even know what he really does at the end of the day, besides be on YouTube.
After learning more about Hassan Campbell, his past, and who he is as a person, bro, nothing that he says is funny. I'm not even joking. This guy's upbringing, his childhood, bro, it is more than devastating. Like, at first, it was funny. Him saying all those, like, I hate you, blah, 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 I want you to die, whatever. All that stuff was funny in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. But I did not know anything about this guy. And now that I low-key have a small idea of who this guy is, his upbringing, what has caused him to crash out this bad, I understand it completely 100%. And I'm not gonna lie, the stuff that happened to him is so bad. Bro, you have to go and learn it for yourself, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to repeat some of the things that I heard that what happened to him. Bro, Hassan is low-key
He's been talking about this. He was gassed the fuck lighted. I believed him every single thing that I ever heard. Every single thing. Okay, y'all said that he's not a rapper. Okay. Then what was he doing? What does he do? What has he done? Errand boy or something, child? I don't get it. Didi, hey boo. She said, caught a messy live on my birthday. We got a birthday in the house. Everybody say happy birthday to Didi. Happy birthday, boo. Thank you for coming through and spending some time with all of us. All this craziness going on. Child, viewer discretion is advised, but happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday, girlie. Shout out to you. You gonna tell us how old are you? It's like, I'm just playing. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
victim. I am very sorry for everything that happened to you, bro. Like, I understand it. At first, I thought it was a persona. I thought he was trolling. I thought, like, he was just doing it for clicks and views. And you know what? That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's hilarious. But this is real life shit. Like, no joke.
Imagine saying that you were low messed for clicks and views. What is wrong? I'm saying all these crazy ass things for clicks and views. Oh my goodness gracious, child.
After you watch this video, go and learn about Hassan yourself, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's very sad. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me.
Bro, these Hassan Campbell videos are funny. Like the I Hate You Nigga Let's Die, like they're funny. But when you look up Zulu Nation and Africa Bambaataa, you start to understand why he is the way he is. And that shit gets really dark when you really look into like his backstory. And then it kind of makes his crash outs kind of justified. Not justified, but you kind of see why he's crashing out.
At this point in time in my life, I've learned to develop tough skin. So now Chuck D comes out and he decides to speak out on behalf of Africa Bambaataa.
Uh-oh.
What did he say? The same shenanigans. Oh, he's a pioneer. Oh, he's a legend. Oh, he this. Oh, he's the guy that was left in charge of the children. And he created an empire around him so that he could have his way with these children. And if anybody challenged him.
When we started internal affair, we started internal affair in the Zulu Nation 15 years ago. And the first one we internal affair was Africa Bambaataa. Because see, if I would have came out in the 90s saying I have suspicions that Bambaataa were little boys up in the nation, I would have been dead because of zealotism.
And the things that he was doing with these children, well, he had the 5 elements of hip hop along with an army. So a lot of people didn't want to do what I did and go up against him. Other people's did in the past and they disappeared. Ooh. That's why when he got on the news, he said, why y'all didn't do this back in the days when I had my people? You mean the cleanup crew who knew what you was doing and did your dirty work, all in the name of preserving hip hop? The same culture that sold us out in the beginning of hip hop. Yeah, in the beginning, that's when they sold hip hop out and gave all the rights. The beginning, the pioneers. I mean, you got to start with the pioneers, right? The godfather of hip hop, they party people. They're the ones that sold it out. But see, the beautiful thing about hip hop right now, and you, Chuck D, when you die just like Africa Bambaataa, nobody's going to carry on your name. Ooh. Only the old raggedy senior citizens that began with it cherish you niggas. Y'all didn't cherish the kids. So you think the kids is going to cherish you? Y'all didn't cherish the kids in hip hop. So you think that the kids is going to cherish you in the most, and I say this again, most of you old heads, you're not going to be remembered like Tupac.
There's a lot of old heads that need to get the fuck on up out of here in a lot of different spaces. Clearly, y'all.
Not by the youth. When y'all die, y'all legacies die with y'all. That's the most beautiful part about this generation right here. Because the reality of it is, see, the older generation, they come from that era of house Negro and field Negro, and nobody wants to be the house Negro. They act like they don't want to be the house Negro, but really, the house Negro was hanging out with Massa after he came in the barn and had his way with your children.
Oh, Lord have mercy. This is where we going, Hassan. Lord help. Viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised.
Then sold them off to another plantation. Yeah, the house Negro was cool with all of that. It was the field Negro out there crying, trying to figure out how to get back their baby on some Django shit. So it doesn't surprise me that Chuck D, you know, the partner of Flavor Flav, that sold us red, black, and green back in the days, and then as soon as Flavor Flav got the first chance he got, he was running around with Foofy, Foofy, Foofy. He was the beginning.
He was.
Of reality TV show. Yeah. The downfall of Black America. I could go on and on and on and on. And see.
Yeah, go on and on. He's talking about Flavor of Love, if I'm not mistaken, when he just, because shout out to y'all from graduating in the 80s, right? I know y'all know that Public Enemy was everything. That was our blackity black, everything between that and Spike Lee. Everything was blackity black, pro blackity black, because I was in there, y'all. I'm telling you, believe it or not, it's pro black, everything's black, everybody black, blackity black, right? On the strength of Public Enemy and the movies that Spike Lee was making. So you couldn't say nothing about no Chuck D. And they was it was Chuck, Flav, Grant, or child, what is his name? They got rid of him. The militant child, I forget his name. And Professor Griff, they had to get rid of him because he said something about the Jays. And I think that was it. Maybe it was somebody else or whatever. And then you're so militant, but then whatchamacallit went and started doing Flavor of Love, which was some of the most dumb, weird shit. Flavor of Love and The Surreal Life. Did he do that too? Sold out for the money, I guess. That's what they would have called it then, right? But you so pro-black. What happened? What about all that? Child, he's absolutely right about that. I totally forgot. Shout out to Hassan for the reminder. Do anything for a buck? That means you would do anything for anything else? Allegedly, maybe. Which means that you would not say anything about some shit that you saw because you had to go ahead and make sure you got where you need to get. Maybe, kinda. Allegedly. I don't know. Allegedly. Shout out to Lawrence. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you, as always, supporting me. He said, Auntie, if this was Law and Order Special Victims Unit, would Benson, Stabler, and Finn, also known as Ice-T, defend Hassan, or would they turn the check? I don't know. I don't watch Law and Order because I don't like scary stuff, and that's scary to me. I don't know. Or would they turn the cheek? Would CNN, Roland Martin even dare touch the story? Now, for that, absolutely not. We heard them talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. They're not even trying to teach the same community they allegedly care for about finance, money, home ownership, or anything. They can see the same stats that the rest of us see. What are they doing about this high eviction? All they want to say is Black women. All they want to do is talk about what the problem is. They don't have any solution except for say it's Donald Trump's fault. Wait till we get to this damn Al Sharpton shit. They do not provide any solutions. All they say is keep your eye focused right now on Donald Trump. And he's a racist. And that's why, and that's why, and that's why. Not that these things happen all the time when the changing of the guard happens. One. Two, a lot of those jobs was bullshit anyway. All shit made up because that was the reward for delivering the colors for daggone Joe Biden. We heard the name of that job, the liaison for for Cam and Joe Biden. That made up shit. A lot of made up shit. And the thing is that all the people down here that's cutting for these people and you just don't know yet he racist, y'all ain't getting shit. Y'all ain't getting shit. You're gonna be in the same damn place after all these years. So how come nothing ever changes for the coloreds, even when you get the daggone Democrats in there that supposedly love the coloreds? Don't get me started. I know it's too late. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. Live from New York. Thank you so much, honey. Said, what Chuck D do? I'm lost on that one. He was defending Bambaataa. Rest in peace. Oh my God, he did so much. He's great for the community. Listen, he did what he did. He did what he did. They said he was the godfather of, okay? Fine. But they also are finally admitting that they knew what was going on. And they ain't say nothing about it. But these are the same people carrying on about the Epstein files. First of all, no shade. Shout out to the white people. Wasn't no coloreds down there that y'all got to worry about. Remember, it's all these black girls that are missing all over the place. Y'all worrying about what was going down on Epstein Island. Wasn't no black girls down there. So why y'all worried about it? Because you're focused on Donald fucking Trump instead of focusing on what needs to be focused on that affects us, like this shit right here. Not now. I mean, there's kids who clearly and obviously probably got some issues from it. But like I said, also about what goes on in the colored community with the family. And it's okay when they want to leave somebody that, you know, daggone well ain't good for the kids or anybody else around in the family. You know how he is. You know how he is, right? Ignore all that. Ignore all that. That don't matter, child. That is the stuff that we can do something about. Try to tell the colored community, quit focusing on that shit. Ain't nothing coming to your house that says black on it to save your ass. So you get your ass up and you go get it. Do y'all think that these first generation millionaires got a black box come to their house? And most of them, a couple of them, are fucking tethers. And they made it to be millionaires and y'all still on TV talking about the rats. Like, come on now. Are we ever going to get it together and act like we hear what's actually happening, or just allow shit like this just to continue and ignore it, but sit and point over here with Epstein? Another thing that technically at the end of the day ain't got shit to do with us, but the Trump derangement syndrome is in full fucking force. Shout out to Wayne Lundy. He said delineation. Agree. It's crazy. And this is nothing new. Oh yeah, we knew. Oh yeah, we heard. Oh yeah. You couldn't say anything. Don't say anything. That's the same as no snitching. Don't say anything. That only harms us, but don't say anything. We'll just keep suffering, but don't say anything. But make sure you say something about Donald Trump. I don't know how many ways and how many examples can be said, child. Yeah, listen. Delineation, just like Wayne Lundy said. This is why I just get to the point with child. Stay the fuck away from me and mine. That's it. Because clearly you want to keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Good luck to y'all. Not y'all. You know what I'm saying. Did he thank you, Boo? She said, no, they won't come up with solutions. Real solutions takes money out of their pockets. That is the absolute truth. That is the absolute truth. And this is why Rolly Roll is crashing the fuck out. Oh, I knew they would come out because it's an election year. Nigga, we've been talking about this shit, election year or not. Election year or not. Screaming to tell these people that you are focused on the wrong damn thing. Hell, even Kevin Samuels was saying the right shit. Get your shit together, make your fucking money, work this amount of hours, get your ass in shape, worry about women later. Ain't that basically what he said? Get yourself around some people that got something to teach y'all. You don't want to listen to him. He ABCD. Okay. Child, I ain't got time. Anyway, come on, child.
I get it. I know why the industry don't like me. My name right now is ringing bells with this African-Bambaataa situation. It's one of the biggest topics in the country. But YouTube decided that they're going to suppress me. This is too much attention for a nigga that didn't go through the door. And that's the problem right there, because to get to a certain level, I can't believe this. In hip-hop, in R&B, in the movie theater, we all know that there's a door. Yeah. To get to a certain level, in this world, you have to go through these doors. When I came out, I had a story to tell when I told it. After my story was told, a lot of people didn't want to give me an audience anymore because you can't tell your story more than once and twice, but things kept going on. So people were looking for me, so I created my own platform and I spoke my mind. And when I started to realize that this cult called the Zulu Nation that I was raised in was part of the door, it was a cult. And I started to realize the role that African Bambaataa played as I got older And it gave me an understanding of the industry. So you mean to tell me, out of all of these hip hop greats, these legends, the LL Cool J's, the Ice T's,
ooh, Lord, don't do it.
Not near one of them got nothing to say bad about a child predator, and they know for a fact that that's what he is.
Ooh, it hurts. If it's true, it's true, but it hurts. But if it's true, it's true. But if it's true, it's true. I agree.
You gonna tell me that Ice Cube? And I get it. My big homie B.O. saved he saved Ice Cube's life. I get it. But there's a line where men are supposed to stand up and say, whoa, whoa, whoa. But they're already used to it because the industry is filled with these rituals.
But like rituals, like the rituals of the D9ers, those type of rituals too, it could be the same thing. Corey could be right. Corey could have been right. It sounds like he right. Shout out to Wayne Lundy with another 20. He said, the reason I'm saying delineation is because I'm an American Black Christian. I'm not Zulu Nation, nor do I want to figure out what they are about. I'm not trying to figure out what they're about either, except for saying that they would, I heard of Zulu Nation clearly because I know Planet Rock and Africa Bambaataa. I was a kid. It is what it is, right? I also started listening to Hassan about 3 to 4 years ago. And I'm like, I believe him. I don't know. I'm hearing this. Why would a man, especially a Black man, no shade, y'all, come out here and say this shit? It doesn't make sense otherwise. They don't admit the shit. We just listened to all these people that are now like, yeah, I saw it. They ain't say shit. Oh yeah, we knew. They ain't say shit. But Black people got Rolly and the rest of them got Black people focused on the Epstein files when we got the Bambaataa files. Whoever said earlier, every sector has something crazy. For sure. But we got issues in the color community that people that act like they care about us don't give a damn. They don't address the real shit. They don't talk about the real shit. They have Black people focused on shit that does not help the community. How does focusing on Donald Trump help Black people in the community, y'all? Bueller? How? Bueller? How? Bueller? How? This is a good question. Why do they have to take men's masculinity for fame? It's a thing. Corey must be right. Not about every person he says, of course, but he probably had a clue. This is not a surprise, but it's crazy. And it just proves again what I be saying, like, can we do what we need to do within our own community before we worry about getting somebody else to do something? Somebody's that have already shown and proved that they ain't gonna do shit. People that have shown and proved that they ain't gonna change shit. Do anything different, say the same shit. Al, Rolly, Clown, them 3 girls, they bringing the rest of them up to start saying the same thing. And when I'm saying that younger people need to get involved in politics and shit, I'm really talking about like people 35 and under. Because if isn't JD Vance like 30 something odd years old? And there's people talking about, oh, he can't be. He's worse than Trump. He's worse than Trump. 1, how do you know? 2, what the hell has he done to make you think that? 3, what information specifically do you say that for? And 4, who the hell in the daggone Democrat Party is any better that's younger? Who? Child, they're going to have Barron to be able to help him out. He'll probably be the damn campaign manager when JD runs, allegedly. I could see it happening. But they just think that we just gonna say, not we, they just gonna say, it's racism. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, 42. I thought that nigga was 30 something. That's still pretty good. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. Said Africa Bambaataa was born in the ATL. That's the story. Goodbye, sir. I really thought that. Goodbye. I was about to say, was he? I'm assuming he probably was born in New York. But why even try to believe you? Because you're from New York. You know, I already have problems with remembering, child. Stop this.
And then what I think y'all fail to realize, when it comes to hip hop, one half of it went through the satanic door, and the other half of it, which y'all forgot, they sat down with the FBI and made all types of deals.
Child, who are you talking about? Child, did it pause? Oh, my bad. I was like, what is going on?
The industry ain't gonna never like me, because it's a secret society and all they ask is trust. You ain't gonna have me remain silent. Well, y'all worship the Baphomet and practice evil. Nah. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And that's why you see these big platforms and like they acknowledge in Africa Bambaataa, but they don't want to acknowledge me. They'll throw B Stinger name out there knowing even though he recanted his whole anything and everything he said he recanted. Not me. I would never discredit myself to save evil. What good is a man's legacy when it destroyed half the village?
Shit. Ooh.
What good is a man's legacy when he destroyed half the village?
Well, it's okay because you know you're a white supremacist talking about why you talking points. Why you talking about your own people? Why you always down in black people? Oh, because y'all don't like to hear what's actually true. Y'all like to ignore what's actually true, and that's how you end up with a situation that he's talking about right here. For him and many others, he's absolutely right. Because y'all focused on fucking white people instead of focusing on what the fuck we can do. Child, please.
I told a story in the past about a brother named Sipo. He came to America breakdancing to hang out with Africa Bambaataa. And when Africa Bambaataa got done with him, he ran out in the middle of the projects in Bronx River, having a nervous breakdown. When he got back to the UK, he could never get over what happened to him in Bronx River projects. Eventually, he started taking heavy drugs and he jumped in front of a train.
Lord.
And everybody, his family and friends, attribute all of that pain and that stress and agony for what he experienced with Africa Bambaataa. But that's a story that y'all would never want to tell. And I've been in contact with that brother's family. And it's sad. If you could hear the stories, it would make you cry. Y'all ain't gotta like me. I don't like y'all neither. Swear to God, y'all ain't gotta like me. And I get it. Because my life story, my trials and my tribulations, my pain, my struggle, became my hustle. It became my cheat code. I took a shortcut in life and decided to be me and use my voice and became successful at it. A lot of these niggas out here wanted to be rappers. They wanted the fame. They wanted the limelight. And as dope as they are, they couldn't get it. I didn't have to get next to somebody to be that nigga. I am that nigga. And a lot of y'all don't like that. And I refuse to let y'all break me. After the rain must come sunshine. But don't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. And at least, whether you like me or not, when I die, the people out there will know that my voice stood for something. And shout out to everybody out there who's been going hard in the paint to uphold my name and the things that I fought for. And put the stain on Africa Bambaataa's name that he's deserved. I appreciate every last one of y'all for everything that y'all been doing lately, because my name is all through the algorithm with Africa Bambaataa, and I see y'all in the comment section, and I'm very, very proud of y'all. It brings tears to my eyes to see how y'all been holding me down. And to the people that I know that's been uplifting and upholding Africa Bambaataa, I see y'all too. Just do me a favor. Don't come back and follow me on Facebook and Instagram after I unfriend you. What about your friends? Are they going to stand their ground? Are they going to be around? I said they smile in your face all the while. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Live life as if you want to run and stay dangerous at the same time. I'm out.
From Phoenix to New York. From Phoenix to New York. From Phoenix to New York. They say real niggas taking over worldwide. Niggas taking over worldwide. I agree. I agree. Tunnel Vision 2. Tunnel Vision 2. Richie, what up? Richie, what up?
Oh, I can tell you about this pain and glory, but it did it the same way. I wouldn't change.
All right, I gotta turn that off, I'm sure. But anyway, like I always said, like I already said, like I have been, I always supported Hassan Campbell. I believe him. I believed his story. I believe everything that he said, even before all this. Like I said, ain't no black man coming out here saying that none of this just because he needs some fucking views. People gaslighting that man and giving him a hard time and trying to make that man be crazy. He over there trying to care for his kids. And if y'all said he was a stick up in the day, and then that's what he was, I don't know. But if he didn't been able to turn all that around and just be and work through this shit, then shouts out to him. And my concern and everything is with him and not Bambaataa. All right. So anyway, so that's basically it. Shout out to him again. Hopefully he can find some peace. Let me play a video and lighten the mood a little bit. We ain't played the video in a while. Let's do this one. I'll be right back.
I clean your house. It took me 6 hours to clean your house yesterday. I changed my number for you. I take care of your 5 kids. I push your 5 kids out my pussy. With no medicine. Natural births, breastfed off on your kids. You not going nowhere, say mine. You not going nowhere. You not till death do us part. To death, death. Somebody has to die before. And I swear to God, nigga, if you die, I'm coming with you. If I die, I'm taking you with me, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna have you but me. Ain't nobody gonna have you but me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. We've been together 9 years. 9. It's gonna be 19. It's gonna be 90. It's gonna be 9,000 years. You're not going nowhere. Exactly, my son said, stay away. Stay away from our dad. Our leave our family alone. It's worse enough we black. I'm not gonna be no statistic. Cause y'all white bitches try to fuck my husband. I don't like white bitches. Then I said it. You can block me, you can delete me. But y'all white bitches always try to fuck my husband. Hey, stay away. Stay away from my family. Stay away from my family. Fight me. Fight me for him. Fight me. Fight me.
We ain't seen that in a long time. Woo! Shout out to all of y'all that are still here. All right, we got to talk about OWLS, National Action Network, or some mess celebration, something, child, something they had. And this dude, they said, come on up and talk, child, come on up and talk. And this man had something to say. So it says Melrose Radio 2026 National Action Network submission. So you know that's Al's thing, National Action Network. So he had something to say. Let's hear it, child.
Step up, tell us your name, and briefly, what's on your mind?
Let me hold it. Hey, yo, as I look around this room, if you're 35 years old or younger, raise your hand. 4 people. So here's the thing. Y'all in trouble. Yesterday you had Al Green up here talking about we need a Secretary of Reconciliation, and then
Al Green is Al Green that like senator dude? Because I was thinking of the singer.
And that's going to include what he said was reparations, which, by the way, wasn't reparations. Reparations is more than a check, but the very first thing it is a check. And come this year during the midterms and in 2028, if you don't have our check, you won't get no vote. No check, no vote. Yeah, I know that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what's happening. All of y'all in here, with all due respect, you're beautiful, but you're old. You're not talking to the youth. You don't know how to talk to the youth. You're trying to tell us what to do. We're not having it no more. So if you want our vote, you got to come with our paper. We're not scared of Trump. We're not scared of anybody. Biden is a racist. Trump is a racist. Kamala is a racist. And if you don't have our money, you don't get our vote. Yeah, not for you. Oh, all right, yeah, so like I was saying, I'm going to land my plan right there, but the Democrats are no better than the Republicans. No check, no vote. Y'all take care. And somebody get my man a tissue. He need a tissue.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. First of all, we got to run it back. Because you got to see the women in the background. Look. Meemaw, TT, and Candy about to come up in the background. But y'all, he is absolutely right. That's exactly what needs to happen. He can land on reparations if he wants to, child, because I know that I would never see it, so it's not my issue. But that's why Roland is crashing out, because he can see that people, younger people, and even people my age are tired of their bullshit, because they just say the same bullshit over and over and over again, and you just be lying. But the many of people that sit up here and just be like, oh, well, Trump is racist. Well, damn it, how the fuck does that change anything? Your boss is racist. Child, all these companies that you go with are racist. Figure it the fuck out. And sitting up here worrying about what the fuck he's doing ain't changing shit. He the most masculine man in the room. Child, this dude right here, he was mad. He took the microphone. Look, watch him. I'm gonna speed it up.
What's on your mind?
Hey, yo, as I look around this room, if you're 35
Look, he mad already that he held the microphone. He knew what he had to do.
years old or younger, raise your hand. 4 people. So here's the thing. Y'all in trouble. Yes.
Hold on. You see down here on the left-hand corner, how come this sign languager person don't look like the sign languager person that we be seeing that be all over the place? Somebody is lying with the sign language. Who can read sign language? Because somebody is lying around here.
Today you had Al Green up here talking about we need a Secretary of Reconciliation, and then that's going to include what he said was reparations, which, by the way, wasn't reparations. Reparations is more than a check, but the very first thing it is a check. And come this year during the midterms and in 2028, if you don't have our check, you won't get no vote. No check, no vote. Yeah, I know that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what's happening. All of y'all in here, with all due respect, you're beautiful, but you're old. You're not talking to the youth. You don't know how.
Did you see the lady in the middle? Hold on. Look at the lady in the middle. Look at this one over here. They ain't talking to us. We young. We is young. We a part of the community. We about to go on Kendrick G.
No vote. No check, no vote. Yeah, I know that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what's happening. All of y'all in here, with all due respect, you're beautiful, but you're old. You're not talking to the youth. You don't know how to talk to the youth. You're trying to tell us what to do. We're not having it no more. So if you want our vote, you got to come with our paper. We're not scared of Trump. We're not scared of anybody. Biden is a racist. Trump is a racist. Kamala is a racist. And if you don't have our money, you don't get our vote. Yeah, not for you. Oh, all right, yeah, so like I was saying, I'm going to land my plan right there, but the Democrats are no better than the Republicans. No check, no vote. Y'all take care. And somebody get my man a tissue. He need a tissue.
My man need a tissue, okay? And the ladies in the back is not happy.
Thank you. First, let me clarify something.
He ain't know what to do. He's trying to get that mic cut off.
There are many young people that are part of the National Action Network. I happen to be one of them.
Nigga, if you don't go on some damn where anyway. So that man spoke up, and people got a problem with him, of course, but it needs to be more of him and people like us with the independent news that Rolly is upset with, trying to be like, oh, it's only because of the midterms. Yeah, nigga, we've been here, but yeah, we got something to say about that shit too. They want the same shit to happen over and over and over again so they can continue to get what they want. Again, we know what the play is. How the other ones don't see it, I don't know. But Tim, shout out to our friend Tim Black, watch this as well. And his title is Sharpton Defends Democrats Over Black Voters at His Own Convention. It's not about the Democrats. It's about you coloreds. Oh, okay. It don't sound like it.
Pride, intensity, and he's speaking for the people. And that's my thing, man. When you have an opportunity like this, you take advantage of it. You express yourself. That's what the microphone is for. If you don't want people to express themselves and be honest about where they're coming from, about what the people want, then why you have microphones? Only to give to a select few? Only to hear what you want to hear. Now the man, Melrose, put it down. He said what the young people are thinking. And part of this cut, Melrose. Some of us older and not so older are also feeling the same way. We've been feeling the same
Exactly. I guess he's Melrose. Shout out to him.
way for a long time. Now right here, we're going to listen to Al Sharpton's response. Check this out.
Let me say, in terms of our report for the year, and then we're going to go on with the program. Our young people are rehearsing, getting ready for this afternoon is our youth day. I heard somebody talk about young people. They tell them just stay around. They're going to see two people. Afternoon, all of the youth in there. And I don't know, but you get provocateurs because anybody that is talking to somebody younger than them holding the mic, then you know that they paid agents. And if you're
so because the dude that was holding the mic is younger than the dude that was speaking, that means that he was a paid agent. That don't even make no damn sense, nigga. Just out here saying shit. So, and then you see this auntie, going along with it.
the room, if you don't like me saying that, I'll say it again. Because you cannot get reparations without putting people in office that's going to pay them.
Oh, so did he not get your Biden in? Did he get paid? Did him and the colored community not get Obama in? Did anybody get any reparations? Did they help Clinton get in when he signed the crime bill? Any reparations? Y'all just love listening to this nigga. Y'all just love listening to this nigga. Y'all love that. Shout out to RBN. Y'all love to be scammed. Y'all love listening to people that tell you the same dumb shit that don't make no damn sense because y'all don't use your damn brains. And then you want to sit up here and say that it's somebody else's fault. It's Donald Trump's fault. It's John McCain's fault, child. Anybody else's fault. No, it's your stupid ass fault. Your dummism has kicked the fuck in. And you fall for this shit. You listen to what this nigga just said? The reason why he said that is because he's a provocateur because the dude that was holding the mic is younger than him. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? They're a bunch of old fucking relics. Y'all don't listen to nobody old any other time, but y'all want to fall in line with this nigga, and that nigga rolling, and the rest of those niggas. You need to lead a state. You need to lead a country. Still here. You gonna be put back in chains. Still here. You gonna be slaves. Still here. You gonna be picking cotton. Still here. Child.
So talk that ignorance somewhere else. And if you're in the room, if you don't like me saying that, I'll say it again. Because you cannot get reparations without putting people in office that's going to pay them.
Ain't nobody paid them yet. All these Democrats that's been in office since the Democrats loves the colored community so damn much. And y'all still rock with these motherfuckers. And then they'll say, oh, well, what are Republicans going to do? You motherfuckers never give them a chance. You're never going to find some shit out if you don't try some shit. Y'all won't even talk to damn Donald Trump. Remember how they backed up Steve fucking Harvey? They backed him right back the fuck down. Oh, yeah, that don't matter, right? Forget all that. Forget all that. These niggas saying they know best for y'all. Fuck them. They don't know best for me. They can know best for y'all. I don't need these motherfuckers to talk for me. Fuck them. Excuse me. I know more than these relics. He was absolutely right with what he said. There ain't no offense against it. We gonna try to act like Al Sharpton ain't old Bueller. Are we really gonna try to act that way? National Action Network. That nigga making hand over fist. That nigga saying everything is racist. That's how the hell we got this daggone drop.
No, you're being a racist. Racist!
But I guess you can't believe him because he's white or whatever the hell chink is. Shout out to Reaper. I apologize. Thank you, Boo. He said, I blame the cold queen Jean. Messy share. Leave that man alone. Also, I sent the something poop scene for a laugh. The MSDs are not the issue. Trust me, it is definitely the MSGs led by your leader, the head jackass in charge. Shout out to my fave. He said, laugh out loud. He dropped the mic on some Randy Watson-ish. And he did. Shout out to, I guess his name is Melrose. I'm gonna have to go back and follow that channel. I didn't realize that was his channel. Thank you so much, hon. Thank you for another two. He said, Al can barely fit his head through the collared shirts. Look at him. Old. That's why they still saying shit like, oh, we're going to go boycott Target. It's not going to work. Oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Oh, okay. Did y'all buy any stock? Because I certainly did. Did y'all go buy any stock when it dropped? Did you actually sell your stock with him not even giving you an idea what you should do next? Did y'all go and buy something else? Or did y'all just sell it on the strength of trying to be a part of something? Because the head color that's rich, mind you, let's take a second, child. Hold on. Let's just take a second, okay? All these MFers that y'all be listening to, what do they all have in the fuck common, Bueller? What all do they have in common? They all rich. They all got money, and they ain't giving it to none of y'all. They ain't giving y'all no damn tips. They ain't trying to help y'all figure no shit out. They just want y'all to listen and say that you can't get shit because because of the racism, even though we got shit. Bueller, make it make sense. Y'all can't get nowhere because Donald Trump stopped the $11 million over the term of 25 years, and now y'all can't get shit. Rolly, y'all black kids can't make it to Washington, D.C. Nigga, I always have been able to get to Washington, D.C. That ain't because of, and if I couldn't, it ain't because of racism, it's because, child, my mother ain't feel like going. That's the only reason. So I go my damn self now. Just the shit that they say, if you pay attention, it makes no sense whatsoever. Y'all continue to listen to them. And you think they ain't getting nothing from it. If they so into blacks, why do Cam pay them? And I'm not against anybody getting paid for their services. Trust me when I tell you, I'm not. But the color community is the community that tries to down people and act like it's crazy that they should get paid for the services that they fucking provide. Bueller, say I'm lying. Say I'm lying, but then we'll willingly go give money to Dr. Umar for him to talk at y'all's damn schools, and he charging these crazy ass prices. Now the school built. That school was already standing. Still ain't open. Oh, next year. And as long as he keeps saying, oh, next year, what are you doing for the community? I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers, but y'all don't want to listen because you want to listen to these old motherfuckers that's using the same tactics on your ass over and over and over again. Don't y'all come through later on in life and get up on this daggone internet or one of these talk shows talking about you feel like you was scammed and now you want to go and sue Al Sharpton. I'm going to laugh in your fucking face. I'm going to laugh in your fucking face. Because y'all ain't trying to hear nothing. Y'all ain't trying to change nothing. Y'all just trying to sit here and act like you so blackety black by being led by black people that don't give a damn about you as they continue to get richer and richer, deliver y'all's asses, you in the same damn spot. I don't even know how many times I can say this shit over and over and over again. Y'all supposed to be the people that ain't scared no more. We ain't the same blacks as our ancestors. We ain't the same blacks as our ancestors. Child, it seemed like you were, because child, they certainly got shit done. They certainly was able to get some shit done. They certainly was able to own houses. They certainly was able to get out here and get some decent ass jobs. They certainly was out here to be able to leave something to their damn kids. What are people today leaving? What are they leaving their kids? Debt and a go fucking fund me. So what the hell good is that going to do for any damn body? What the hell that's supposed to do for any damn body? Child, you can't even leave your kids out of debt. You putting them behind the 8 ball. It's just a bunch of freaking talking. Generational wealth. How? You can't spend it all if you leaving something. You have to work if you want to leave something. You can't expect the government to give you shit. You can't be no kings in one breath and asking for a handout in the next breath. That don't make sense. That's exactly what y'all do. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. That's exactly what y'all do. Child, thank you, live from New York. He said, but Cam said she wouldn't give black reparations. So what is this bobblehead Sharpton talking about? He talking about the same shit that's supposed to resonate with not only these old MFers, but also anybody else that's been hearing the same shit like the rest of us have. We have been hearing the same shit forever. Say we haven't. We all have been hearing the same shit from the same Grady's, from the same aunties, from the same uncles, from the same cousins, from the same greats, from everybody. The same shit. The same shit. They're going to sit up here and say that it's white people holding you back when it's actually MFers like him that, well, actually, it's not even his fault. Because if you want to go and follow someone, one, that you don't know, one, that you don't even know, two, that's fucking rich. How are you going to sit up here and listen to a rich motherfucker tell you that you can't be rich? That's rich. That's rich, actually. And you actually listen to them. And then forget all of the fake 70s and 80s and 90s when all these black people loved Donald Trump. Say I'm lying. We already know it's not true. I'm sorry, that is true. We done already shown all the videos, including Jesse Damn Jackson. Rest in peace, child. You sat up here and you certainly was able to capitalize off of his name. You certainly took all the help that he gave. You certainly took all the damn money. He didn't help this one, that one, and the third. Y'all was talking about him in all the rap music. Now all of a sudden he's a racist. Now everybody that's a Republican is a racist. What happened to free fucking will? That's just out the window now? Because you black, I'm black, we black, everybody's supposed to do everything the same? Sounds a little cultish to me. It won't be me. It won't be me. Y'all keep listening to him, and that's why you stay where you at, and that's why you be on the damn news looking half damn crazy. They ain't teaching y'all shit. They ain't teaching y'all shit. They don't teach anything. They don't offer anything to improve the damn community, but all they gotta say is, oh yeah, the president didn't do anything. President don't ever come to the hood. The president don't ever come to the hood. Nah. That ain't their job to come to the hood. Y'all conveniently forget all about the senators, the aldermen, the councilmen, the governors, the mayors. Y'all conveniently forget all about them. They don't matter. They don't matter. You absolutely right. It has, right? Shout out to Gina. Got me all riled up. You are right. I'm feeling no pain right now. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all be calling me out. Who did I miss? Shout out to Wayne Lundy. Thank you, Boo. He said, I never liked Al, and I definitely don't like Ozempic Al in his turtleneck. Go back in your shell. Oh, my goodness gracious. This chat is a mess. Shout out to Reaper. Thank you, Boo. MSG. All right. I still love y'all, regardless of everything. I still love y'all. Shout out to Wayne Lundy. I appreciate you, honey. He said, I've said it numerous times. Please stop voting, old people. Not us. You know what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Now, they're going to continue to say the same things to their family and lead them down the same rabbit hole that gets them nowhere. Gatekeepers. Thank you, Quelly. The same gatekeepers that's actually losing the gate. They're actually losing the gate, in my opinion. Not enough, but that's okay. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. That's why we're going to keep talking about it and talking about the hypocrisy, because it's all hypocritical. Thank you, Boo. He said, let's add Denisha Delancey, the list of sisters who lost their life with the... Denisha Delancey, is that new? Did you send it to me? I ain't heard about that one. Let me go back to this mess, child. Hold on. This mess. Get on my nerves.
So talk that ignorance somewhere else.
So insult your own. I love black people. Let me go ahead and insult you because you have a difference of opinion. Just because you're telling the truth, because everyone in this age, the median age in here is probably 75. No shade, old people, but let's be honest now. Y'all old. And y'all using the plays from way back in the 50s and the damn 60s. And this is 2026. This is 2026. Come on now. And then all they got is insults. So Al is insulting, Rolly is insulting. That's all they got. That's all they got. And y'all allow that shit. Hell, even Jamal was insulting y'all.
So people talking about we have been for all of our existence fighting for reparations. Made every candidate pledge to it.
Fighting for reparations, and how much y'all got from it, Bueller? Al been fighting for y'all's reparations, child. What y'all get from it? We just saw that Zoom call where Joe Biden was on there laying them all out. Joe Biden was on the call laying them all out, talking to these black people like they was the bottom of his damn shoe. He been fighting to get y'all reparations, child.
You cannot get reparations unless you elect folk that's gonna pay you. Who you gonna pay yourself?
Oh, so what happened with Joe Biden, Al? No one will ask these questions. What happened with Clinton, Al? What happened with Obama? 8 years for Obama, 4 years for Joe Biden, 8 years for Bill Clinton. Where the reparations at? How many? Well, you know that joke. How many people, whatever that it takes to change a light bulb? How many Democrats does it take in order to get reparations? Maybe if y'all decided to talk to the other side, maybe you could get some of your reparations. But y'all be so fucking ignorant. Y'all be so ignorant that you put your head in the sand and say that you can't talk to the other side. That ain't gonna get you nowhere except in the same damn spot. Didi, thank you, Boo. She said, name 3 things Al Sharpton has done to improve y'all's lives. Not y'all. You know what I'm saying. I'll wait. What has Al done to improve anybody's life that ain't already rich? Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Child. Y'all already know. Y'all already know.
So you can't, at one hand, say, don't vote for everybody, they racist, but I want reparations. Who gonna pay you?
You're the ones that say that the other side is racist. You say that. You and the rest of them. And that's what y'all fall for. He just said it again. It's always about racism. Child. Al, I guess, works for himself, so he ain't got to worry about it. I'm pretty sure most of y'all work for somebody white. And most of y'all hate list and probably work for someone that's white too. Odds are they're racist because all white people are racist. So now what? What y'all gonna do? You gonna quit? You gonna get up off of this Google where they donate to the Republicans? You gonna get up off that Instagram and Facebook where they donate to Republicans? Or y'all conveniently gonna ignore all that? Because you can say, oh, go do it to Target. Even though Target was already having their issues. I don't care what they say, but they think they made a difference. Fine, you made a difference. How has your life improved since, Bueller? How has your life improved? Just like Didi said, how has your life improved since you started boycotting Target? What you doing with that money that you allegedly not spending there? You saving it? You investing it? You putting it in the stock market? You putting your kids in a better school? You moving your ass out of wherever you are because you hate it? You getting exterminated for all them damn rats and roaches? What are y'all doing? We would love to know.
So either you paid or you stupid or both.
Stupid by listening to him. Look, this is your leader. This is your leader. This is how they talk to you when they know they're losing control. His crash out right here is no different than Roland's. So I'll toss out some insults to ya. I want y'all to vote with us, but I'm gonna insult y'all because you got the nerve to think for yourself and make your own daggone decisions. You know that's not allowed. You know that's not allowed in the colored community.
So you can't, at one hand, say, don't vote for everybody, they racist, but I want reparations. Who gonna pay you? So either you paid or you stupid or both.
Yeah, see how they do? See how it is?
Look at the sis snapping her fingers. Snapping her fingers. Yeah, Al. Child, stay away from old people, child. If you feel like you gotta stay away from me, it's okay. I'm good with it.
They never talk this way to white folks, and white folks make demands. When white folks tell Al to jump, Al gets to jumping. Don't he though? When them white liberals tell him to jump, he's like, ha ha.
We know they tell him to jump. We watched him in the Zoom chat with the NAACP dude and whoever the hell else was there, and Cam while Joe was letting them know. Joe was dressing them the fuck down. I don't know who you think you are. You better step back, Jack. That's what Joe Biden said. He said, I don't know who you colors think you talking to. I'm in here now. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Okay. Now, listen. Just Madria. Come on now. Come on now. You know damn well they ain't gonna stop going to they said they're not going to Target. Ain't not gonna stop going to Walmart or Costco's. Ain't no way. They ain't boycotting nothing else except for what their leaders, the old people, tell them what to do. Remember when that first started? No, they did something at Costco. Remember they did something at Costco and Al was there and they said, oh, everybody need to go in here. Oh, they kept their DEI. So they said, oh, everybody go to Costco. Everybody go to Costco. Went there. He was there. He ain't buy shit. He ain't buy shit. That's y'all's leader. Tell you, do what I say, not as I do. Y'all keep going. Didi, thank you, boo. Again, happy birthday to you. She said they can't for y'all. They can't for y'all to get reparations. They know they'll be waiting with their hands out, taking donations for their newest cause. They're not fighting for reparations. You know why? Because if they fought for reparations and then Black people got it, then they're going to lose them all. In my opinion, that's my opinion. They don't want anyone to get the reparations because they can continue to try to use that in order to keep Black people in line. You got to have something in order to keep them in line. So it's the racism. It's the reparations. It's anything else that they try to use. It's the shaming now and calling of the names, or just saying that we're done with you, or you're a white supremacist. Child, none of that don't make no difference for those of us who are strong and know what the play is. And because many people are finally seeing that there is a play, and if they pay attention, nothing has ever changed with these MFers, why do you keep following them? It has to be something other than racism. It has to be. Not Tim, Al just said it. We need somebody in there in order to pay the reparations. Al is fucking 800 years old. There's been 800 Democrats. They ain't paid shit. You think he in there fighting for y'all to get reparations? They always make it seem like it's the person in charge. Now, when it's a Democrat, though, but definitely the rest of them. You think they trying to give you reparations? These niggas ain't trying to give y'all no reparations. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. Thank you, boo. He said, is that old? Oh, Clock and Tea, that's what it is. Yes. Is that old Auntie Clock and Tea up there? That's exactly what she was doing. Thank you. I don't be knowing what that shit is. Too old for that shit. Too old for that shit. Leave that shit to the young people. Shout out to Wayne. Thank you, boo. He said, we don't want nah, and they don't know nah. Give me my reps, Al. You're part of that team. He ain't trying to give up nothing, but he took that money from Cam now, didn't he? If he really cared about anybody else, he has enough money. Let me ask y'all a question real quick, and then I'm gonna move on to something else. If Al and Rolly and the rest of them have money and they're already rich, why didn't they let a new, younger, coming up journalist person take the interview with Cam, and so that they could showcase their skills, they could get paid, and they could get some spotlight? Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do that? And now that you had Cam at this national NAN event, child, the NAN event. Did they bring anybody young in to be able to get in front of Cam and ask her some questions? Get the opportunity to get in front of a political person of some stature, regardless of how we feel about her. Some of stature. Are they passing anything along to the younger persons? Are they doing anything to help the younger persons? No, they keeping all that shit for their damn selves. Same play, different day. Anyway, let's go over here to Clarence Henderson. I don't know who the hell this is, but Right Wing Angel said, Clarence Henderson says, if America is so racist, why are people dying to come here, but no one is dying to leave? Woo! Oh, no.
Faith requires courage if we're going to walk by it. And so I have dedicated my life to help bridge that gap so that in America, we start perishing together as fools and start living the life that America affords us. That's where I stand right now. And I am so concerned about the inner conflicts that's going on in America, how we're destroying America from within. As you've heard me say it in my speech, is that we're dealing with an agenda. If America's so racist, why are people dying to come here, but nobody's dying to leave? And so we that understand what America's all about have to stand together and fight so that we can preserve the freedom and dignity of America and for our people coming behind us, our children. What kind of America will leave them if we don't stand up for what we believe in right now?
Correct.
So that we can preserve the freedom and dignity.
Well, damn, I don't know who Clarence is. It says Mr. Clarence Henderson lived through real racism, so I'm pretty sure he's more equipped to speak on racism in America today than an 18-year-old white college student attending a $50,000 a year university. Of course, that is true. What I want to say is that if it is so bad and all these people that have the means that be telling everybody else what to do, the same people we've been talking about, why aren't they leaving but telling y'all to leave? And a lot of people have left. I don't even think it's just because of Donald Trump. A lot of people have left because I follow those pages that discuss expats and all that type of stuff. So plenty of people have left, even Black people, particularly Black women, right? But we've seen other people who have left and then they want to come back. They said something went wrong. Remember the lady in Mexico that said the kid got sick because it had a enigma or something inside of them? And they had this issue or that issue. Now they had to come back or determined to come back because they need better medical care. Didn't Ellen leave and try to come back? And Rosie O'Donnell leave and wanted to come back. All this, I gotta go if Trump become president. He's so president, they try and come back. I'd be so confused. Because the racism didn't go nowhere. So why y'all want to come back? It's so bad. Remember there was another girl, I forget where she was, a Black girl that was crying and complaining about, oh, it's not what she thought it was, and she want to come back. She want to come back. Girl, they should be made to stay away. I mean, I know you can't, but they should be made to stay away. You made your choice. You made your damn decision. Live with your choices. How about that? Nah. I mean, I know you can't keep people from coming back, I guess, but then they want to say that everybody else should stay. Oh, is that what it is? Child, please. These people get on my damn nerves. Anyway, so shout out to Clarence Henderson and the Right Winged Angel for that bit of information. Let me move on to this shit right here because I never heard of it. We going to TikTok. One more thing, and then I'm done. No, I might not get to the other thing because it's like a half an hour and it's already 20 minutes after, or 2.5 hours. Shout out to y'all. 2.5 hours. Let's go to TikTok though. There's something called Flex app that helps you pay the rent. See, this is the type of stuff that they should be trying to help y'all with, to say, child, the only thing that's gonna pay your rent is the fucking money, okay? Ain't no app gonna help you pay the rent. I'm not sure I really understand this, but this sounded so crazy when I found it. I don't know how I found it. So this is an app called Flex, rent on your schedule, okay? Rent on your schedule.
Reading an article about an app called Flex. From my understanding, the purpose of Flex is to take your rent payment and to break it up into 2 or 4 monthly installments. And in theory,
how? I want my rent every month.
In theory, that sounds like a great way to ease the burden of paying rent each month. But in many cases, just like this one, the theoretical outcome is not how it's working in real life. The headline reads, online app used to help people pay rent fails, causing bigger issues for Cobb County woman.
Oh,
She
no.
said signing up for and using the app caused her nothing but headaches and problems. Ackworth resident Julie Connor said, brilliant marketing. It was supposed to make my life easier, but here we are. It's looming. It's hanging over my head.
Child, how can people be so enwrapped in dummism? How? I don't get it. An app is going to help you to pay the rent. Yeah, right? Is Georgia again?
She was fucking his best friend. So, you know, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
And participating in dummism. This is so stupid.
For a monthly fee, Flex will pay.
You gotta pay a fee to pay your... Goodbye. You have to download an app. You have to pay a fee in order for you to pay your rent. Goodbye.
Pay your rent. Then you pay them in installments. This way you're spreading out that biggest regular bill over the course of the month rather than in one lump sum. Connor said it sounded appealing because then you can take one of your biggest fixed costs and divide it into 2. But when she tried to update her debit card, that's when the problems began. honestly something I thought would be so easy. It was starting to become really, really taxing, Connor said. 31 emails, and more than a month later, she still owes Flex $1,200. She had to pay her apartment directly when Flex wouldn't do it. And even worse, she says she can't seem to find a way to cancel Flex. So she called the Consumer Action Center. Once you're in, you can't get out, almost like a gang, Connor added. In a statement to the local news affiliate,
I have no faith in you if you was trying to use this to begin with. Dummism all 2026.
All right, good morning, guys. I want to talk to you guys really quick about Flex. Listen, Flex is a really good thing. I want you to go online, look it up, and look up Flex Payments. Flex Payments can help you bridge the gap between paying your rent on time, because what it does is you do a soft credit check, you get approved with the program.
Yeah, cut her off.
And what happens is Flex pays your rent for you. They'll pay the rent for you between the 1st and the 5th, draft out half of the rent from your bank account. And on the 15th or the 16th or whatever day that you designate, they'll draft the second half. But the thing is, you're paying your rent on time, you're avoiding late fees, you're avoiding filing fees, and you don't have to worry about eviction. Listen, if you're struggling or if you're having a hard time trying to meet those deadlines with rent payments, look into using Flex. And if your company or your management company or landlord does not use Flex, maybe it's something that you can introduce to them so they can get their payment on time. Hope
child, they be selling y'all on any old thing. This sounds half damn crazy. Reaper, thank you, boo. He said this is Klarna 2.0 with extra steps and a fee, mind you, and a fee. Man, see, these people don't know how many works. The app has got multiple people evicted. They be scamming. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Anything that's dumb, people will do it.
This information helps.
Paying your rent, seeing the money leave your bank account, and then your landlord contacts you and says that your rent was never actually paid. This is exactly what some people on social media are claiming happened with Flex. If you've never heard of Flex, maybe you've heard of Affirm, Afterpay, or Klarna. Flex is basically the same, but it specifically exists for paying your rent.
So in other words, it is the same. It is the same. It's just a new name, and it's only for this product instead of all these other. Goodbye. And why would anyone want to come out and even get this daggone thing? Meaning the person who's in charge of Flex, okay? Knowing that people ain't paying shit. They already got their McDonald's and said they ain't paying the shit back. Even though it goes on their credit, the credit sucks any daggone way. And so, yeah, you're going to get evicted. Maybe it's a plan at the end of the day, knowing that you're not going to do it. So they want to get you evicted. It could be true. It could be true. Thank you, RBN. He said, we like to be finesse. We will help them finesse. Help, participate, and pay for it. And then we'll turn around, I'm sure, and say that it's racist or it's predatory lending. This is half damn crazy.
If you use Flex to pay your rent, look at this. Today is the 6th of the month. My rent is due on the 1st. I pay it on the 30th. It must be in by the 4th at midnight. Well, once I paid Flex, I never looked back at it. Look at this email I just found.
Once I pay it, I never look back at it. Look back at it. Look back at it. So I'm very responsible.
Thanks for your patience. Our team at Flex is still working with your property company to resolve this issue for rental payment this month. We appreciate your patience as we work on this. Patience? I get home, I got a motherfucking eviction notice on my door. I've never had this issue. I did not find this company on my own. When I first moved in this place over a year ago, they gave me a flyer with the move-in packet. But they said we'll receive an update in the app if they're able to successfully process the payment. If they can't, they will ensure that any late fees are refunded and refund your payment, allowing you to pay via alternative method for your property. Bitch, I don't have that whole rent.
Girl.
I paid other bills. I'm so used to using Flex now.
Then I guess you getting evicted. Flex ain't working, boo. It is not working.
Bitch, I just was using it because they do credit report and I love to have a nice little trade line going. I know I'm going to pay my rent. But this could have been the worst month ever to do this. Literally. So be careful using Flex after this month. I might not use them again for the simple fact that stuff like this happens. And I don't have time for that, baby, because I paid my rent on time. I might not pay T-Mobile on time. I might not pay. I pay FBL because them bitches don't play. But my rent is one thing I do not play about. A bitch refused to be homeless ever again, and that never came from not paying rent because I
not ever again. Oh, so it's a typical thing for you. Okay.
Why would they wait till we became the new adults to want to make 1-bedroom apartments $2,500 a month? But I got a resource.
Y'all, them spiders make up and weave is laid though. Go on, girl.
That will be able to help some of y'all. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. So it's called the Flex app, and this is how it looks on the apps.
And y'all be following the advice of people on TikTok, child. The Asian Chinese people knew what they was doing. Thank you, RBN. He said the flex don't work the same. The racism will keep you in debt. Child, you already know that's what it is.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Neither does the rent payment.
Or when you go to download it, okay? So this app is designed to help you split your rent into 2 payments. You're going to pay your first payment at the beginning of the month, and then the second payment will be due on whatever day you choose between the middle close to the end of the month. It's your choice. Now, you do have to apply and get approved for this app. This app is not a free-for-all. It's not for everybody. But basically, this is the Afterpay or the Klarna of rent. When you go on there and sign.
Shout out to the Afterpay of Klarna or for rent, or the equivalent to Klarna for rent.
Up, they're gonna take you through the process of getting approved. They'll let you know if you're approved and for how much. They also let you search for your apartment complex, because you have to make sure that your complex is included in these services. They don't service all apartments, but they do service a wide variety. So they're gonna give you the option to search up where you live specifically, and they'll tell you whether they help pay for the rent or not. Now, you are still paying your rent, you're just splitting it up into payments. So how it works is, once you get approved, you're gonna go ahead and pay your first payment between the 1st and the 5th of the month.
Oh my God.
Okay. We all know the 1st is literally knocking at the door. And if you like me, I hate having to drop all that money on the 1st of the month for rent.
Y'all, they are really trying to act like this is a good thing.
Like, I really hate seeing that much money come out of my account. Let me tell you about an app that I have been using for like the past 6 months that has been a lifesaver. I was in.
There must be a referral fee on this shit, y'all. There has to be a referral fee. It has to be.
I want to pick up to TikTok. So the app's called Flex.
I desperately need somebody to help me out because I don't know what happened. I think I got scammed. I'm missing like almost $2,000. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. About 2 months ago. Hold on. Maybe like 2 months ago, I received this email from our landlord, and it was to everybody in the apartment.
Because they might have to put this shit in the kid's name. It did say that, didn't it? Oh my God, this is crazy.
Complex, and it was introducing us to the Flex app. Basically, what Flex does is it allows you to pay your rent either like in payments or whatever you choose, whatever it lets you do, whatever. It's like an easier way to pay rent. I looked into it, I researched it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is legit. Like, this is cool, this is fine.
Where are all the men that's doing this stuff?
So we know about Affirm, Klarna, Zip, Sezzle, all of those things. What do we know about Flex? We better know about Flex for our rent. Flex is also that girl. It splits your rent in half, close enough to half. Like, my rent is like close to $1,600, so it's like $1,000 and then like $600 or whatever. I don't know how they got that, but I'll take it over just paying it all at once. Okay, if you don't have it, look it up and see if your community has it. It's literally the best thing. Instead of paying all of that up front, you pay half now, and half whenever you schedule the second payment. So you have to pay the first half portion that they give you between the 1st and the 5th, and then you'll pay your second payment on the date that you select. It can be the 15th. It can be from anywhere from the 15th to the 25th, 23rd.
Timu Tia Maori. Shout out to Trey, member for 8 months. I see you, boo. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to all the channel members. I see ya. He said the problem is they have to make sure that the complex they stay at uses Flex. That is true. My complex does it. And yes, I'm guilty of using it. Well, thanks for letting us know. Did you want to drop the link? Did you need a referral? There may be somebody in here. This is crazy.
I don't know, whatever.
Just a little update. So Flex did end up paying my rent. I paid them on the 30th, which is early because my rent due on the 1st. They paid my rent on the 7th. I did incur a late fee. They refunded me
Oh, her name is Big Fine Woman. I just saw that. Okay.
the late fee after I emailed them. So the late fee refund came about the 14th. So they did pay everything. But somebody did say like, oh, this is a bad economy to be trusting somebody to pay rent. Exactly, because the motherfucker can file bankruptcy any minute. I've been thinking about filing every motherfucking day with all these bills I got and compare it to the income. That's just a little update. So Flex did.
Okay, got it. So the Flex, did the payment go through?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
It kicked it out. It said I owe $1,900, and
okay.
I didn't have $1,900. I took what I thought I would owe. That's why I asked her, was my rent higher?
Yeah, so basically you're just trying to make your payment right now because Flex, it didn't, it wasn't approved. It kicked it back.
Yes.
And the only amount that
why they be putting these people on the internet like this? This is a mess. Selling each other out.
you're able to pay is just the balance, not with the late fee. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're trying to pay it now?
I need to pay the late fee. I can pay it. I just can't pay it today.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the late fee off so that you can make your rent payment. Go ahead and make your payment in the next 10 minutes, and then I'll add the late fee on, and then you can pay the late fee at a later date, okay?
Okay, that'll work for me.
Awesome.
That's what I was going to ask Gracie. I don't know if she understood.
No, I got you. I'll take care of it right now. Thank you so much.
Oh, I have one more question.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Can you let me know, are they going to send me something?
Oh my goodness. I can keep listening to Al. I'm sure your life will improve. Hiram, thank you, boo. He said half damn crazy. It's full damn crazy, boo. This is full damn crazy, child. This is crazy. Shout out to Wine Solo POV for becoming a member. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate that. If you've been in here, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Again, shout out to all the channel members. If you have not, please make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Big Boy says, shut this ish down. Listen, I'm about to shut it down, child. It's 2.5 hours and I'm tired. And I got to take my next batch, even though Jean Lay say that it's kicked in. I want to make sure it stays kicked. It stays kicked all night. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to you for hanging in there. Shout out to Queen. Thank you, boo. She said, I wonder if the app is sponsored by... Oh, no. Did I get that one? I need to get the one in the pink pants. Somebody sent me that video. They want me to get the one where he's running around in the pink pants. Child, this man is crazy.
Couple of all soon, we gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that backstreet fun. Yeah. You got a couple of kids, you don't have no job. Yeah. Don't worry about it, little girl. That's my job. Yeah. Come by your sexes.
I gotta get the one with the pink pants. I'm changing all the drops anyway. Thanks for the reminder. Shout out to RBN. Thank you, boo. He said, breaking news, all LTMs will receive 0.0% for the first 3 months. You will receive an extra month if you sponsor a 3-time baby mama for half of her rent. That's a good deal. Now that's a deal. That's a drop that Craig CGA has. Shout out to you, boo. Thank you so much. I say SYCBM, gentlemen, SYCBM. Okay? Kofi said, how many years did they say black men were lying? Child, y'all still lying. Y'all out here hurling insults at that Ashley situation. Y'all ain't shit. If it's not y'all's fault, it's Trump's fault and it's Anton's fault. Y'all got the market on everything that is wrong with the world and these biatches. Shout out to Wayne with another 20. Thank you, boo. He said using Flex to send this. It's easy and you can make $3,000 if you download my link. Y'all better go get it now. Y'all are crazy. Let me see what the hell else is going on here. And then this lady is the rental person working in the rental office, this lady here. And she's just putting this woman's business out here on the daggone child.
So here's a quick breakdown of like what Flex is and how it works.
I don't want to hear it.
Sorry, y'all. I look rough as hell. but I have to come out here and give a review for something that I found here on TikTok. And I don't know if I want to like warn people, I guess, but let's talk about it.
Hurry up.
So with Christmas coming up, I honestly didn't have enough money to make my full rent on the 1st. So I signed up with an app called Flex that I found out about on here that basically pays your full amount of rent on the 1st, and then you pay them half a payment on the 1st and then another half a payment on the 15th. Now, this is not my first time that I have used Flex. I have used them before and had issues before, which is why I canceled my account.
Oh, yes,
but I reopened my account because I didn't have money to pay my full amount of rent on the 1st. So I made my Flex account on the 27th, and they told me the money would come out on the 1st and they would pay my rent on the 1st. Cool. The 1st comes around. I went to go see if they paid my rent. They didn't. So I went to go check the Flex account, and they said that they couldn't link to my property. So I linked the account and then went on about my day. And then I came back on the 2nd because my rent still was.
All right, you're boring me. I do not care. And I just found an update on something else that's more important than her and this Flex shit. All right, moving on. And then I'm done. So it looks like this Ashley Robinson Janae story is making headlines now. So this is 6 ABC. Shout out to Filet. And it says it was from 4 minutes ago. Family seeks answers after woman found deceased in Zanzibar. Yeah.
And now the details on the investigation into the death of Ashley Robinson. Her family is demanding answers after the influencer from South Jersey was found dead during a trip to Africa where she had just been engaged. Action News reporter Cheyenne Corinne joining us live in the Satellite Center with more on this heartbreaking story. Cheyenne.
Alicia, well, Ashley Robinson, she actually was raised locally in New Jersey, and now her death in Zanzibar is making headlines across the world. Well, today we spoke to her family in Delaware, who say they aren't getting answers from her fiance or officials in Tanzania about what happened to her.
Oh, this is low, though. Hold on. They not getting answers. This girl is beautiful. I've never seen her. Cheyenne Corinne. I ain't seen her before. So they're not getting answers in Zanzibar? Shocking.
Heartbreaking story, Cheyenne. Alicia, well, Ashley Robinson, she actually was raised locally in South Jersey, and now her death in Zanzibar is making headlines across the world. Well, today we spoke to her family in Delaware, who say they aren't getting answers from her fiance or officials in Tanzania about what happened to her.
Uncertainty, mystery, anger, sadness. It's like a part of me has been taken away.
On April 5th, influencer Ashley Robinson, who goes by Ashley Janae on social media, was celebrating her 31st birthday in Zanzibar, Tanzania. She was on the vacation with her boyfriend of 1 year, who popped the question just 2 days before. We believe.
See, it does not take long in order for your mans to ask you to marry him. It only took 1 year. They're in Delaware?
Sadness. It's like a part of me has been taken away.
I don't know why it's so low, y'all.
Ashley Robinson, who goes by Ashley Janae on social media, was celebrating her 31st birthday in Zanzibar, Tanzania. She was on the vacation with her boyfriend of 1 year, who popped the question just 2 days before.
We believe that they were in love. We believe that their relationship was genuine.
Ashley's mother says she never would have expected that less than a week later, her daughter would be dead. On April 8th, she says Ashley called, saying she and her fiance got into an argument and were moved to separate rooms. The next day, she receives another call, this time from her fiance.
He told me that Ashley did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, what happened when? And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Hours later, the luxury hotel the couple was staying at called saying Ashley passed away. According to the hospital's medical report, Ashley had an unidentified mark around her neck. They wrote, quote, according to the husband, he found she hanged herself on the door with several question marks.
Sometime Joe went back to Roman security, and that's how they found her.
Ashley was also taken to a second hospital who listed her cause of death as cerebral hypoxia by strangulation and suffocation.
She's never done anything that would ever lead me to believe that she would do something to harm herself.
She was not just going to be discarded and forgotten about.
And the family, as you just heard, they are just desperate for information. They tell us that they are requesting surveillance footage from the resort. They also say that they have contacted police, the consulate, and embassy and have not heard back. No Action News, we also tried to contact Ashley's fiance, and we also did not get a response. The family says their next steps are going to Zanzibar themselves to try to get answers.
You better. Y'all, this is right here. I had no idea it was this damn close. Child. Shout out to the Eagles.
The next day, she received another call, this time from her fiance.
Wait, so they did have a fight. Somebody had said that they had a fight and they were in separate rooms. So is it separate rooms in the same room or separate rooms in the hotel? You know what I mean?
Her daughter would be dead. On April 8th, she says Ashley called saying she and her fiance got into an argument and were moved to separate rooms. The next day, she received another call, this time from her fiance.
He told me that Ashley did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, what happened when? And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Hours later, the luxury hotel the couple was staying at called saying Ashley passed away. According to the hospital's medical report, Ashley had an unidentified mark around her neck. They wrote, quote, according to the husband.
Woman, the patient using blankets, blah, blah, pupils dilated and fixed. There is an unidentified mark around the neck. No any wound seen, not pale, not jaundice. According to the husband, he found she HANG'd herself on the door. On the door? Secondary survey, RS bilateral chest. Child, I don't know what none of that
Medical
means.
report, Ashley had an unidentified mark around her neck. They wrote, quote, according to the husband, he found she hanged herself on the door with several question marks.
Sometime Jill went back to the room with security, and that's how they found her.
Ashley was also taken to a second hospital who listed her cause of death as cerebral hypoxia by strangulation and suffocation.
She's never done anything that would ever lead me to believe that she would do something to harm herself.
She was not just going to be discarded and forgotten about.
And the family, as you just heard, they are just desperate for information. They tell us that they are requesting surveillance footage from the resort. They also say that they have contacted police, the consulate, and embassy and have not heard back. No action news. We also tried to contact Ashley's fiance, and we also did not get a response. The family says their next steps are going to Zanzibar themselves to try to get answers. We're live in the Satellite Center.
Woo, Lord help your people. I was thinking the same thing, Nicole. I was thinking the same thing. Unless it's just you put it on the door, you put it on you, and then you just flop over or something. I don't know. I did not realize it was this close, y'all. You know we on it though. Now I gotta search some of the other stations and see what it is that they have. They're gonna be going to Africa. Do you think that the African people are gonna be looking into it like really like, oh, we got to find out what's going on? I'm pretty sure they're not. And why isn't the fiance saying anything? Let me see. Hold on, Gmail. Why isn't the fiance trying to talk to nobody? Now he ain't got nothing to say. What is this? Oh, Lord have mercy. When Flavor Flav sold out. Reaper is crazy. Y'all just trying to keep me here. This is it. This is Flavor of Love. Something poops on the floor. I feel like I remember this. This is what he went from militant to Flavor of Love. Y'all, I'm done. I am done on that. What in the holy heck? I cannot. This is where Flavor Flav went from militant to this shit. Like literally. Literally from Flavor Flav to this shit. I'm done. Shout out to all of y'all though. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Shout out to Lawrence Stream sponsor and Blade Stream sponsor, co-sponsor. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everyone that donated tonight. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. Almost 3 hours on a Monday. I'm off tomorrow night. We is going out tomorrow night. So maybe I'll try to see if I can do a morning show. All right. About 6:30, 6:15 or so. And then we'll see what happens with regard to 5150. See what he says, if he says anything about the Anton lawsuit. So then after that, I won't see y'all until Wednesday. But I'm going to have videos out. Make sure you watch the videos. Make sure you like them. Make sure you hype them. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you turn on the notifications. Share the video. I'll see you all in the next one.